wanted to pick his son, and that's who they picked. They picked it.
He can't pick his son. He don't own a team. They're using his celebrity because he's a cash cow, and now Bronny is another cash cow. That's why I call him Homelander 1 and Homelander 2. Homelander and Homelander Jr. So this is all about money.
Okay, let's remove Bronny from the 50-50.
Y'all heard that, chat.
Here we go.
His son. So Gilbert is
why he picked that.
He's a leader because it's his son. So he should be able to skip the line, and guys that have 15, 16, 17, 18 points, Bronny James should skip those guys because he's LeBron James' son. Now that's the thing. You admitted the quiet part out loud. So it's not elitism. It's not nepotism. This is elitism. It
don't matter what it is.
LeBron James' son.
It don't matter what it is.
After all their discussions, this is one of the.
You keep trying to great. We know why it happened. Why are we keep asking the same?
I want to hear you say it. Why did it happen?
Because his motherfucking father's LeBron James.
What does that have to do with anything? Shaq's son ain't in the league.
Shaq's son got to try out with the G League team with the Lakers.
He had double doubles and still couldn't get in the league.
He got to try out with heart injury. He had averaged 3 points in college, and he got to try out for the G League. Dwayne Wade's son fucking averaged 4 points off the bench in high school and got drafted for Utah. It happened. Why are we still complaining? We know why it's happening.
I thought he went undrafted.
No, he got drafted number 10 to Utah.
See, and Gilbert goes on his show, and he talks all fast, and he does this lying and yelling. And he does this to McCants as well, because Gilbert knows what he's saying is bullshit. Dwayne Wade's son did not get drafted. He went undrafted in the NBA. But he got drafted by a G League team, number 10. Now, Dwayne Wade is the father of this young man, who is also part owner of the Utah Jazz. So Dwayne Wade allowed his son to go undrafted when he could have got him a roster spot. And he let his son be a part of his organization that he's a part of to work from the bottom to the top. And when Dwayne Wade was talking about his son, he said he got to earn it. Don't tell me how hard it is. If you want something bad enough, you'll earn it. Get off my phone. That's some man shit. Now, Gil tries to trick his chat by saying Dwayne Wade's son got drafted after scoring 4 points, and it's the same. He got drafted to Utah. But that's actually false. He went undrafted and got drafted by G League. Bronny got drafted by one of the most historic franchises in the NBA. And got a guaranteed roster spot with guaranteed money. And Gilbert Arenas in the mainstream media is trying to diminish even being picked in the NBA. Being selected, period, means you are a part of this covenant group. There's always a last person, but he still made it to that covenant group. That other people will scratching in the G League to try to get to that last pick. But you make that pick seem so insignificant. And then turn back around and say, well, you admire a guy that got picked in the G League? Since when? You want Bronny to learn from Quincy Oliveira, a guy that didn't get drafted. This is a shame. This is a shame how they try to spin this.
Fucking averaged 4 points off the bench in high school and got drafted for Utah. It happened. Why are we still complaining? We know why it's happening.
I thought he went undrafted.
No, he got drafted number 10 to Utah. Y'all was wrong. He averaged 4 on his high school team. He came off the bench, averaged 4.
So you're saying his son was the number 10th pick?
In the G League draft to Utah.
Not the finger polished D Wade out loud. No salute. No. I ain't breaking that up. No, I definitely ain't saluting no shit like that. No, the dresses, all that shit, I ain't saluting that. I'm saluting him making his son work hard for what he want in life. That's it. I ain't with none of that other shit.
Yeah, okay, we okay. If Bronny would have got drafted to the G League, nobody would have gave a damn. He got drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers. You're talking about we was wrong. No, he was not put on the Utah Jazz. He got drafted to the G League. Bronny James got drafted to the G League. We wouldn't even be having this conversation. He got drafted to the world famous Los Angeles Lakers, sir.
Cool. So let's try this again.
What are we trying again? You're wrong again.
I'm going to try it again to explain it to you.
I just don't understand. Boy, you have to hang around too many white liberals.
I don't think
that's why Trump win right there. That condescending talk is the reason why Trump won. I just don't understand. You can say
I stuck up with that gut punch. Bam! That's why Trump won right there. You talking all loud, making no sense, lying to everybody.
Talking loud.
And I know you lying. See, that's why Trump won. You motherfucker lied too much. Yeah. That boy went undrafted in the NBA, got drafted by the G League, and you up here fucking lying. You up here lying through your damn teeth, yelling, trying to defend Bronny, getting drafted, when in the very next breath you'll say, oh, Bronny didn't get drafted. The very next breath you'll say, what? This shit is just weird with you, Gil. This shit is really weird. I don't understand why you're so aggressive with anybody who talk about Bronny. It's not even your son.
Not your son.
Like, you would think this is your son.
Yeah, the way he talking.
How aggressive you get. Like, damn.
Why so serious? So Gil didn't like this. He had to come up and defend himself.
Explain it to you.
I just don't understand. Boy, you have to hang around too many white liberals.
I don't think
that's why Trump win right there. That condescending talk is the reason why Trump won. I just don't understand. You can say it 10 times and you're going to be wrong all 10 times.
I got to talk to you slow.
You need to talk to yourself in the mirror.
Dwayne Wade's son,
yourself in the mirror.
As a senior, came off the bench.
It doesn't matter. He didn't get drafted.
Won't you just shut the fuck up and listen?
No, I don't have to.
Like, you want me on your platform and you want to just talk.
Control your anger, sir. You've been talking longer than me on my show. This is not Gilbert Arena. Calm down, yelling crazy. He did not get drafted to the Utah Jazz. Going back to his high school numbers is not making you right because you want to eat up the time yelling and talking, making yourself look stupid. If Bronny James would have got drafted in the G League draft like Zaire Wade did, nobody would have gave a fuck. He got a guaranteed 3-year contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. How are you comparing the two? And yelling about it don't make a hill of beans. You are absolutely wrong, sir. And you can try to slow it down, speed it up, and I'm still going to say
we heard you say it already.
And we heard you say it already.
Now, won't you just
You look like you about to lose your job or something. Is LeBron giving you pressure or something? Why are you so upset?
All right, man. Look, I try to have a conversation with you. You
go ahead and have it, but you tried to be
okay, so let's try it again.
Try to do it without being disrespectful, and we can have it.
Dwayne Wade's son, as a senior in high school, came off the bench, averaged 4 points off the bench. That means he wasn't good enough to get to a D1 school. He wasn't good enough to play in a D2 school. But his talent from his daddy got him drafted 10 in the G League, which means the equivalent to Bronny James in college playing at USC, averaging 4 points off the bench, being drafted in the NBA is the equivalent to the same.
I don't think
one wasn't good enough. One wasn't good enough for a 4-year college, but he gets drafted in the G League.
Because his dad is an owner of the Utah Jazz, which would make it true nepotism because he has ownership and not just about classism. D Wade, if you tell the full truth and not just Yale, D Wade is a part owner of the Utah Jazz. So you damn right. If I'm part owner of the Utah Jazz, I will give my son a chance to earn it from the bottom up on the G League, and he still has to ride the bus and do everything that every other player has to do. Bronny James is not good enough to make it to the G League either. He's one of the worst players in the G League, but he has special stipulations that he doesn't want to get on a plane with the players. He don't want to stay in a hotel with the players. That is the craziest shit in the world.
Hold on. So you said because Dwayne Wade.
And you know what that makes the team do? It make the team not respect the situation.
Yep.
Quincy Oliveri is the lead in the G League in point scorer, but he ride the bus with the players. You bring this player down that's supposed to be better than all these players in the G League, and they got to see this player measure up, and his numbers is one of the bottom players at the G League. So is this dream ever going to become a reality for these players? are they all going to have to go kiss up to LeBron in Clutch Sports? I thought that the G League was created to develop talent that was just a little short of making it to the NBA, but then they can get called up based on the good works that they do. But now looking at this LeBronny James situation, I know that that's cap. This G League is to keep a lot of these brothers from making a bag. I said this before. They could not stop this whole NIL situation in college. But they could stop all of these goddamn black kids coming into this league making all this money. So the ones that gonna start talking like Kwame Brown, you got your ass going to the G League. You're not gonna have access to this type of money. Because it ain't about who's good and who's not no more. Clearly, this boy Quincy is better than Bronny. But Bronny is not only not a better player, but he gets better treatment, don't have to go on the road, show back up to a gym and, hey, guys, I'm going to start, or I'm going to eat somebody's minutes up that's been here every day. That ruins the chemistry of the team.
Owns the team, it's okay for his son, who's not good enough to play Division I or Division II, can get a job, not signed, gets drafted number 10. So think about the person who actually wanted that spot or should have earned that spot. It's the same thing.
So think about the person that actually wanted the 10th spot in the G League draft, but who cares about the 55th pick? Who talks about the 55th pick? Is what Gilbert Arenas has said on Gil's Arena 100 times. Yeah. He said the 55th pick did not matter on his show. But now the 10th pick in the G League, somebody else wanted that spot. So I wonder if that logic carries over to all of the players in the G League maybe wanting Bronny James' spot. I wonder if that transfer over to every senior that came out of college or everybody that was at a draftable age that's overseas. I wonder if they would have wanted that 55th pick spot, since the 10th spot in the G League is a coveted position that so many people want, that Gilbert Arenas talked about. Why would he then downplay the 55th pick in the NBA draft? Gilbert, if you're out there, hit the link. I would like to know, why have I watched you downplay being the 55th pick in the draft, but then you turn around and say, look at the person who wanted the 10th pick in the G League draft? You got a question to answer there, sir. I told you was full of shit when you was downplaying the 55th pick. Everybody wants to be picked in the NBA because it's an opportunity to shine. It's some niggas don't give a damn if it's the last pick, because they know once they get that opportunity, if they get that opportunity and actually play like LeBron is playing, nigga, it's over with. They just hoping they get an opportunity like Bronny. You know how many little kids in the hood that would love to get an opportunity like Bronny that just ain't had the grades to make it in school, or they was good, but they didn't get grace from their injury. They tore their knee up, and then the league said, oh, no, you ain't good enough. Bronny's heart went bad on him, and then the league said you were good enough. And some of these players could have worked their way back up, get their knee back right with a full training staff and been monsters in the league. But they didn't get that look. No. They didn't get that grace for somebody to wait on them. Nope. You say don't worry about the 55th pick, when some of these boys die to be the 55th pick. But you saying love the 10th pick. Go hard for the 10th pick. It's weird how you contradict yourself, Gil.
Or Division II can get a job, not a job, not signed, gets drafted number 10. So think about the person who actually wanted that spot or should have earned that spot. It's the same thing, man.
It is not. I'm saying it's not. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying y'all cheered LeBron on calling this nepotism. And the whole time I was saying it's not true nepotism because LeBron don't own the Lakers. And here it is. You explain the story with Dwayne Wade, and he did a better job than LeBron because he owns a part of the Utah Jazz. And if he really wanted to, he could have put pressure on the coach to put his son on the bench. As the 15th pick, I mean, as the 52nd.
I'm gonna see which one is dead wrong. Bronny James being drafted to the Lakers with a 4-year deal, or Zaire Wade being drafted number 10 to the G League.
Notice how he always try to text somebody or call somebody that's tied to Clutch Sports and tied to LeBron James. He said he was going to text a coach from Sierra Canyon. Do you think this coach is going to say anything different than what Gil wanted him to say? He has LeBron James Jr. still on his team.
Yep.
Probably still getting healthy donations from the daddy.
Of course he is.
To the program. Why would he mess up that reputation or that relationship by saying something against the James family when LeBron can potentially continue supporting that school when he has kids that graduate from it?
Exactly.
So how are you proving a point by asking somebody something like that that's going to give you a diplomatic answer?
Hell, Bryce still
like Gil, I don't know who you think you fooling, boy, but this country slow boy, understand that you full of shit, sir. You can talk loud and fast and in front of all these people. They might think you winning, but the shit you say, it makes absolutely no practical sense when it comes to how the way the real world works. I mean, none of those people are going to go against LeBron James. Are you nuts? LeBron James has been unfollowing everybody who say something against his son. And you don't think LeBron got Nike sponsoring that school? You don't think LeBron got jerseys and shit going to that school? You don't think LeBron, since Bronny has been going there, has been donating to that school and they've been benefiting for LeBron showing up there and being at that school? And you think the coach that knows his bread and butter is to be cool with LeBron, and the dean of admissions would probably fire this coach if he upset LeBron, and you think this coach is going to say something against LeBron? Yeah, I knew I was going to bring you out because I knew you were sounding stupid. Now, come on up here and defend yourself, boy. I got a question for you, sir. Respectfully, happy Turkey Day to you. I knew this was going to bring you out because you know how contradictory you sound, sir. So come on up here. You is no chill Gil, and you bet not chill now, nigga. Because I know that name you got is Cap anyway. You got a lot of chill, nigga. In real life, you got chill.
Come on.
In real life, you pretty calm, nigga.
Gilbert Arenas, come on down.
I know what to bring you out, nigga. You just contradicted yourself. Let me let you hear it, boy. I know you don't want these people to think that you wasn't listening, but nigga, you was listening this whole time.
James being drafted to the Lakers with a 4-year deal, or Zaire Wade being drafted number 10 to the G League.
Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit.
If you're a part owner, you can do that.
How about this? I'm gonna send a text to the coaching staff of Sierra Canyon, and I'm gonna say, which one is dead wrong? Bronny James being drafted to the Lakers with a 4-year deal, or Zaire Wade being drafted number 10 to the G League.
And they're gonna say,
this nigga want to put emphasis on a 10th pick from a G League when the people in the G League is trying to get to the big league. What the fuck are you talking about, Gil? Everybody that's in the G League that did not make it to the league would love to be the 55th pick. There is not nobody. The number 1 pick in the G League draft wish he was the 55th pick. So why would you be talking about the number 10th pick? what you say, Gil, on your show, it makes no sense. And what you say now, it makes no sense. None whatsoever.
That's right. Here we go.
We need a Gil KB debate right now. Comedy Gold. Well, right now, that light-skinned dude with the freckles on his face is typing him up the answers on what to say. When he get his notes, he'll hit the link. Oh, there you go.
Uh-oh.
You drop this down so everybody can see you.
Here we go.
We got No Chill Gil. Hold on. I'll bring that back up if you didn't hear it. But do you remember the statement that you made, sir? Oh, this nigga don't even got no motherfucking Wi-Fi in his house. Oh, shit. Big ass house, no Wi-Fi. We can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, we got you.
So you said, how did I make that make sense?
No, you didn't make it make sense. It just makes you sound stupid on everything else you said. You tried to dumb down the 55th pick, but then you're trying to make the 10th pick in the G League draft look so special. But the number 1 pick in the G League draft wishes he was the 55th pick in the NBA draft.
No, I get that. Okay, the example was Bronny James coming from USC, averaging 4 points, getting drafted the 55th pick, right? Zaire Wade's high school career being drafted to the G League is worse. See, Zaire Wade was a bench player on his high school team as a senior. You had seniors on your team when you came into the NBA. Now think about the bench player who averaged 4. Were they good enough to make a college team, an advanced high school team? But he got drafted the number 10th pick in the G League. Hence why 3 years later, he's still trying to get in the G League, because he wasn't even close to a G League player, let alone a college player, let alone a D2 player. So he got advanced. He got advanced shit. Fucking damn near 6 rounds up. Like Bronny, the G League, okay. He got an advantage there. But Zaire Wade to the G League it wasn't a thing. He wasn't good enough to be on his high school team, let alone getting drafted to a G League team. Like that's what it is. It's someone who wasn't good enough on his. He wasn't the 6th man. He wasn't the 7th man. He was none of those guys, and he got drafted to a G League team. The 10th pick, not a tryout. Like, so that was the equivalent. Like, he was that bad. So Bronny James, let's say out of the 2, Zaire Wade got more help than Bronny James did. That's all that was.
So, but you agreed that LeBron doing this for Bronny was nepotism and it was okay. That's what the media was first saying, correct?
Was it okay?
Yeah, the media was saying we all should appreciate what LeBron did for his son, because all of us would do it if we had an opportunity, because it's nepotism. So what Dwayne Wade did was nepotism. Let's just agree that his son wasn't good enough to make it even to a G League draft. Mm-hmm. And what Dwayne Wade did was nepotism. So why isn't that looked at on the same level as Bron? But let me tell you the difference. The difference is Dwayne Wade did not draft his son to an NBA team. He went to a developmental league. Now, based on your stats, you're saying he's not even good enough to get drafted by a developmental league, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe the coach, maybe that GM saw something different than you. Maybe in the workouts, it was past the stats that you brought up, that in the workouts, the kid actually did a better job, because that could happen, correct?
Yeah, I could.
Okay, so you bringing up those stats that he had in high school may not justify what he did present day in those workouts. Mm-hmm. So let's say he earned the spot in a developmental league. Bronny James didn't earn a spot in the NBA. His daddy said he's ready to play right now. While he was a freshman in college, Dad said he was ready to play. And this is so far from the truth. I play video of this kid coming off the pick and roll. He's rounding the pick and roll. And that would make sense if you trained him, because if you round the pick and roll, you're fast enough to just keep going by somebody and they can't stay in front of you. Or if you round the pick and roll and you're so fast, they would have to back up and get to the paint, which will lead for you a quick jump shot. Bronny James don't have the natural ability of Gilbert Arenas. So maybe you didn't see that he wasn't going shoulder to shoulder, that he was rounding it, allowing that defender to catch up. And maybe that's why you think I'm hating, opposed to maybe you should have watched different and not trained him to be you and trained him to be him. And so it's a disservice to all the guys that's in the G League that Bronny got the 55th pick, because all of those guys, even the #1 pick in the G League draft, would wish he was the 55th pick.
Okay, I trained him in 8th grade. There was no pick and rolls. No one did pick and rolls in 8th grade. He's a shooting guard, so there's a reason he don't know how to do pick and roll, because he never really played point. That's a big problem for him, because he never grew. You know, they thought probably he was going to grow to be 6'8", 6'9", so him being a 2'3". So that was just bad management on that part.
Makes sense.
Now, here's the difference between reality and opinion. If I ask you, what's reality here? Reality is he did get picked 55. The reasoning doesn't matter. He did get picked 55.
Go ahead. I'm going to just go off camera and mute for a second. I got to blow my nose, but go ahead.
Him getting picked 55th and getting a 4-year deal is the facts. Our opinions is he doesn't deserve it. Our opinions is someone else should have that job from the G League. True. But that's not actually the reality here. The reality is he got picked 55th. He got a guaranteed deal. And right now we're just arguing something that's that is actually the fact here. Right? Is he good enough? No. Will he be? We don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to judge him 3-4 years from now. Like Dwayne Wade's son came in 3 years ago, 2021. He's still trying to get back in the G League. And as of now, he still is not good enough to be on the G League team.
But Dwayne Wade could make him good enough to be on the G League or the Utah Jazz. And so that's why it's commendable.
You said he could?
He definitely could.
But he hasn't in 3 years. It's been 3 years.
He does. If you listen, I played the interview with D Wade. He said his son called him. He said, I don't want to hear how hard it is. If you want something bad enough, you work at it, you accomplish it. But Dwayne Wade is part owner. If he wanted his kid to get advanced up, he could have. Dwayne Wade seemed like that's the one help he gave him to say, hey, I'm your pops. This is what you want to do. I'm going to get you there, and then it's on you.
Yes.
And then he took his hands off. LeBron never took his hands off.
But that's the thing. What Dwayne Wade did is, I'm going to use my power to get you here. You got to figure this shit out yourself. But that's
not what LeBron is doing.
I'm getting you here. You got to figure this shit out yourself.
How is that figuring it out yourself when he don't have to travel with the team? How is that figuring it out yourself when he scores 4 to 5 points? And then now when he gets a stretch of 4 games, somehow his bone in his heel is bruised. You and I both know that takes like 2 to 3 weeks for a heel bruise. He's out indefinitely. They're hiding this kid.
No, that's the new wording now. Indefinitely means so y'all can stop asking. No, it means so you can stop asking, and then we'll let you know. So instead of putting,
I know the media, I know the inside the media bullshit. They said indefinitely so you can stop asking, so they don't have to talk about it. They want to bury it because if you say 2 to 3 weeks, then that means he had already wasted a week. So on this little road trip, this little home stretch, he would have had to play 1 or 2 of these games, probably 2.
On which team?
What do you mean, which team? He's already been out since the last game.
No, the NBA or G League?
The G League game.
Oh.
They have a stretch of home games for the G League that Bronny was going to have to play in. It would have been the one in San Diego, which is still in California, and then these 3 home games in a row, which everybody was waiting and anticipating, because now if he run a string of games together, then now they can't say anything. This kid really don't know how to play.
See, I think the problem is you're using just basketball metrics and you're not using the business. The business around
that's why he got drafted.
Yeah, yes. So it's not even in the Lakers' best interest to have Bronny go to the G League and give them money because it's not their money.
Careful, Gil, you're gonna back yourself into a corner, because if they'll do that for Bronny, could they be stringing LeBron along because he's still a cash cow?
I mean, Bron's numbers is numbers. You can't.
But his defensive numbers are atrocious, and y'all don't talk about it.
Yeah, Can
I show you some plays that he just stands on the other end of the court?
We can show. But what I'm saying is, we can show.
Hold on 1 second. Let me land this play. And then they keep LeBron in for garbage minutes when they're down 20 points, just so he can meet a number quota.
That's everybody.
So are you saying that the league will string LeBron James along because he's the cash cow?
Yeah.
If they'll do it for Bronny, why wouldn't they do it for his daddy?
They'll do it for any star that still is bringing his number.
So basically, all those times that LeBron was matched up with Steph Curry, was the league thinking about money? Because I remember during those finals where the Golden State kept matching up with LeBron James in the finals almost 3-4 years in a row. That was like the most watched playoff. Could the NBA be doing that for money? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, the NBA is about money.
So are the games rigged, is what you're saying?
I've said it plenty of times.
You think the NBA a rigging game?
I think some of these games have been rigged.
Mm-hmm. You're going to back yourself into a corner, Gil.
I've already said this. Now, and here, let me ask you something on the business side. Take away the basketball part of it.
Okay.
You have a 55th pick, and I got to convince you as the owner. I have a 55th pick. He has 6.8 million followers. His video game, his what's the name, all of this. He's a cash cow. Mm-hmm. He's gonna sit on the end of your bench. His jersey sales is gonna outsell the other 59 players that's going to be in this draft combined in the first week. You're going to pay him. You have to pay him, was it $5-6 million? In the first week, he's gonna make you $50 million in jersey sales. Are you going to draft him?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
So did you hear the question on the screen?
No.
So how can someone be the GOAT when it's rigged? Because they've been calling him the king since day one. Wouldn't they, if they knew that he was his cash cow and they've been marketing him as this cash cow, wouldn't these numbers and these accolades and these trophies and this team matching that they matched him with, wouldn't all that be by design so that they can continue building the mystique of this man to make him this cash cow and make his son who he is, and probably make the third son who he is, so that they can continue making this money?
You don't think that they've done that from day one?
With who?
Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson and them. Like, you don't think they did it back then? You don't think that the league, I mean, if you listen to Isaiah Thomas, he was complaining that how does this kid who's never won a championship come in and then you guys change all the rules so he can benefit him and you break all our teams up so he can grab all the players? That was their complaint back then for Michael Jordan.
Right. So what they did was they started this narrative with Michael Jordan, with making one player the GOAT, or making everybody love one player like he's the whole league. They started with him. Matter of fact, I think they started with Magic, if you ask me. and then it got bigger with MJ, and then the letdown was when MJ retired, and then they're like, holy shit, what do we do when we don't have this one guy to market? So now I think they got dangerous and dark with it, because if what you're saying is true, then why wouldn't they not drug test a guy so that we can keep this guy in best form? If we're only using him to make money, why not keep him in tip-top shape, in the best form, and let everything be at his disposal? And maybe we don't cheat the game, but maybe we just look the other way and don't test him and don't treat him like every other player in the league, so that we can keep this money going.
You know, they, like, when we played, what was it, 4 random tests? Right? You know, now, what year was it when they had they just randomly tested us, but they said it doesn't count? There was a test, I don't know what year it was, but we all got tested, but it didn't count. Like, whatever you're getting caught with, it don't count.
They was capping. They was catching those guys doing that, and so they knew to keep them on the random list.
No, you know what it was for? It was for data. They wanted to see what all the players was doing.
Yeah, they use your urine. Listen, I know what they did. They test your urine. They test all that. They saw what you was eating. They saw what you was drinking. They saw everything. And even if you got caught for marijuana, once you knew that you weren't gonna get tested or get in trouble, some of the guys that were smoking, they didn't stop smoking.
Yeah. So what happens is, now what they're trying to figure out is, okay, let's say Kobe had 81, we're gonna test them, but it don't count. It's just random. We want to see what's in your bloodstream so we can duplicate it later on in life. That's why all these big performances, they're testing them, but you've never heard if anybody was dirty or anything from all of those games. Not one time has someone scored 70, 60, 50, and they got drug tested and something came back. I think they're trying to duplicate all these high-powered plays by giving them some type of supplement. Because right now, the rule of thumb is, well, they don't even test for weed anymore. They don't test for weed. But I heard.
You know why they don't test for weed no more? I won't say it, but I keep alluding to them bending the rules for certain players. But other players got suspended. And this is why I go against the elitists. Because there's been players that's been kicked out of the league for smoking marijuana. And some of these people in the chat don't know. Some of their favorite superstars smoke marijuana. And once the NBA found out that some of their biggest superstars were smoking marijuana, guess what they did? They said, we're not kicking them out the league. We're going to just say, fuck it, y'all can smoke. Because some of your biggest superstars, and the reason why they don't show on the pick and roll, and the reason why they're not running back like they should, is because a lot of these niggas smoke marijuana. And Gilbert, you know it and I know it.
No. Fact. No. Who got kicked out for marijuana?
There's a lot of players that's been suspended over and over again for marijuana. Yeah. They had to be shamed and go to drug program. My cousin was one of them.
Oh, you talking about our era? Yeah, no, our era. Since about 2000,
they were popping all them niggas for weed.
Since 2012, like they really, like we haven't heard any suspensions from weed anymore.
And you know why? Some of your biggest superstars was getting popped, and they had to leave it up under the wrap. So now they're like, this is a problem. It's not a problem until it's a problem. When your mega superstars are getting popped for marijuana and you don't want the league to diminish, they look the other way. Everything that I've been saying on my YouTube, you're pretty much admitting it. But everybody wanted to make me seem like I was crazy.
But that happened in the 80s. See, the same thing that happened when I talked about the 80s and the 90s when everybody was on cocaine. The whole world was on cocaine. So you're talking about the people in the NBA wasn't, but every other sport was? Yeah, because
a lot of them was on cocaine.
Yeah, because David Stern didn't want that out. The league just started. And then when the 90s, and I said everybody was on steroids. Everybody's looking at me like, so every other sport is on steroids, but the one that they don't test is not? Okay. Everybody got bald heads. All the niggas is on dialysis now. For why? right? Everybody lost their hair in the early 20s, but they wasn't on anything.
But some of them people, daddy lost their hair. Now, I have heard the rumor that you're alluding to, that player that you're talking about was on that white horse.
What do you mean? All of them.
I heard that all of them, but I'm talking about that one in particular player. But the whole steroid thing, I don't believe it. I think that white horse would give the reason for why that person could stay up all night and stand up all night and don't sleep a lot and still wake up and kick ass, because that substance keeps a person up and active. But I don't think it was anything else there. If that was there, I don't think it was nothing else there.
Okay, we have the same source here. I will.
You got to go back to where you were. You're breaking up. You done. There you go. Can't hear you. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah. We got you.
Yeah.
We hear you. Them goddamn earbuds fuck him up every time. He need to get rid of them goddamn earbuds. We heard him since he got in the car, but he keep goddamn. It's the earbuds fucking you up, Gil. It's his goddamn earbud. The earbuds controlling his sound. But listen, Gilbert exposing everything I've been saying. They gonna look the other way, Jack. So what was everybody arguing with me for? I look like one of the smartest niggas on the internet.
I was with you too. We see it the same way.
Gil pretty much said everything I said, boy. Damn. The NBA ratings are down because we got to stay off the weed. I got to play that song. Stay off the weed. Yeah, you got to stay off the weed, man. Hey, Gil, I'm going to drop you down and bring you back up when you get that damn shit fixed. Let's let him get his stuff fixed. He probably have to drop it down and come back up. But y'all, everything, am I feeling myself? You damn right. Woo! Nigga, I just broke the internet again. Gilbert Arenas just came over here and pretty much said everything I've been saying. Everything. Man, let that barrel spin, baby. Gilbert Arenas been saying, he just said everything I was saying. Everything. That he pretty much went down a rabbit hole that he should not have went down when he said that, hey, you know, this and this. Now I'm like, wait a minute, you sure you want to go down that rabbit hole and say that they'll do that for Bronny? Because if they'll do that for Bronny, then they'll do that. He broke down the other day that Bronny James is the 55th pick, but he made $50 million in jersey sales. The 55th pick that they paid $8 million in 4 years made 55 or 50 million because he sold so far 500 jerseys. I mean 500,000 jerseys at a little over $100 a pop. That's 50 M's. That's $50 million. That $8 million got these white folks. I'm just saying, stars are not born, they're created. They created Bronny James, did whatever to get him in a jersey, and that $8 million investment just got the NBA $50 million so far. That's just so far. We ain't talking about ticket sales. We ain't talking about nothing else. That's 50 million so far. And that little boy ain't done yet. They probably got him in a laboratory, turning him into Homelander right now. They got that little boy in a laboratory, teaching him how to mind the game. he gonna come back dunking on everybody. Watch what I tell you. Do you think Mikey Williams would get this same treatment because he is an influencer? Mikey Williams, a young man who made a mistake with a gun. If he's that talented, they'll look the other way. Great stream, KB. The statements are confirmed. KB's statements are confirmed. Absolutely. KB might be my favorite. That might be my favorite coffee cup of all time. Hey, boy, let the wheels keep spinning, baby. They mad at me now. Gilbert, I think you in trouble. Gil are gonna have to hide for a couple of days. He can't come back up here no more. Let me drop the link again in case something happened, because we was having a great conversation. And shout out to Gil, No Chill Gil and Gil's Arena. Oh, he back. Shout out to them because Gil be coming up here. I said he was No Chill Gil. He said he was No Chill Gil, and he ain't been chilling. I've been challenging this nigga. He's still competing. Gil is my big homie. Gil, did you tell them I made you go to the left-hand side because that lights was hurting my eyes? How the hell you been my big homie if we went to the left-hand side because my eye was hurting? But go ahead. You were telling the story.
Yeah. Remember I said, one of our trainers that we both know, remember he was Scottie Pippen's personal trainer. And I used to ask him about the Breakfast Club, and he gave me the details of it. That's kind of one of the reasons I know. When they were all trying to get bigger, back in the early 90s.
So let me ask you this: what are the percentages of the players right now? I'm talking about amongst the superstar. Because the superstar players are under so much pressure to play.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen guys that are not superstars, like, what's his name? Big fella that used to play in Cleveland. He got popped for the steroid. Tristan Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen guys like Tristan get popped for steroids. And he's not even a megastar, but he's on the other end of the spectrum as a big that's just trying to stay in the league.
Yep.
You're never gonna make this type of money in your lifetime. So these guys are trying to stay in the league. So there's pressure from that because it's a huge competition. But that superstar that wants to stay at that superstar level, how many of those guys you think are on some type of drug that's not on the ban list yet, but it does help their performance? Because I think it's all of them.
See, I remember when we were playing, and a little bit before us, that the people who were getting popped were the guys who were trying to stay in the league, right? That's when you needed the brute strength. So, a lot of the big men who were like 14, 15 guy was on it heavy. Like I seen players when I was when I was in Warriors that used to hit the needle. Today, I think it's okay today to do HGH. I've heard that it in doses and recovery.
But that's on the banned substance list though.
I don't know if it is anymore. I don't know if it is anymore.
Shit.
That's what I said. Hey, KB.
But just think about it though. Now me, I'm not playing. We both not playing. But I heard there's some stuff that's not yet being tested for. Mm-hmm. And that's why these guys are so into health and fitness. That is some stuff that's not being tested for. That's amazing. That makes these guys feel, like they're 22 again.
I remember when I was in college, man, I remember there was a study done. The study was, all right, it was all athletes. They were said, if I gave you a drug right now that'll help you be the best in your sport, you can win 4 or 5 championships in a 10-year window. But as soon as you're finished in 10 years after you're dead, right?
A lot of them said they'll take it.
Or you just be natural. You be natural and you go on about your life and live a healthy life. It was like 82% said
They want to win and die. And so when you think about that, when you ask that question, how many NBA players is on it, knowing that they won't get caught? I'm gonna have to say high 80s.
I think the NBA players are not the problem. I think the NBA is in on it, because to play this style of play where it's just up and down shooting threes, where the big men have to run like this, and there's these 280-pound men track meet. Yeah, you already know this is a guards league right now. This is a great place for a guard to just run around and shoot. But for a big man that got to show on the pick and roll, rebound, hit people, run, defend the paint, this is the craziest league I've ever seen. So that EPO that Chael Sonnen is talking about, that would make sense for 90% of the league to be on, because to run like that and for my body to, I need recovery. I would need my body to recover. So I would if I was Adam Silver, I would let certain EPOs go. I might test for certain ones, but other ones I wouldn't test for. So therefore, certain guys would not pop negative. So you might think they're great players, but they're taking something that's helping them recover from the injuries that would naturally occur if you didn't take this drug, which is a boost in itself.
You know what's so funny, man? I think if you go back to, if there's any baseball fans in here, some of these injuries are starting to look like baseball injuries. You remember when, like, baseball, when it was on, like, I don't know, back then it's called like greenies and shit like that. The guys today, like, you know, hamstring, calf, like, it's just too many of them. Too many calf strains, too many oblique muscle strains, and it's not steroids, because steroids, you know, you're a lot stronger. These injuries seem like what baseball was going through probably in those, I don't know if it's like the 80s, 90s, 2000, one of them eras, I can't remember. But it was getting all those weird injuries because the ligaments is not strong anymore.
I mean, that's definitely true. But
the rules is different from when we played, though. Like I've heard from numerous people that you're allowed little doses of HGH to recover for your injuries.
Damn. Now hold on. So wait a minute. What would that have meant for your career if they would have allowed you to take HGH and EPOs as fast and as athletic as you were, and having that knee injury, being able to take that? What would that have done for your career? Even if you would have took it before the knee injury.
Without a knee injury, just like a Chris Paul, we'll all still be playing right now. See, I was part of the experiment with the rest of us who fell out of the league. I was in there when we did the microfracture, you know, the shit that's illegal now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was part of that group. Me, Amari Stoudemire, King, all the guys who got that experimental microfracture surgery that basically shut everybody else's career down. So if they would still did that, probably the same results because nobody recovered.
No, they could have just gave you some HGH or EPOs. That shit would have healed itself.
Yeah, I mean, this generation has a big advantage.
But so how could you say they're better than the old school?
Because we don't know what the old school was on either. Because they only got tested once, October 1st, and they didn't get tested again until October 1st.
So let's just assume that their league, that old school league, was on something, and this league is on something. But the physicality in the two-way players, I think every player that you can name in this generation that's offensive, that you can find somebody just as deadly, but also defensive in the older generation. And even if you change the rules, they're better player. Ron Harper is going to destroy. Ron Harper, that played for the Cavaliers, is going to destroy most of these players, and he was a two-way player. He was great on offense, and he was great on defense. When he hurt his knee, he turned into more of a defensive guy. And he was still great on defense for the Chicago Bulls, and that's what helped them win.
See, okay, so the difference really is okay, the closest thing to Michael Jordan, right, in the 80s was what? Who was in this position at the time? Clyde Drexler?
I think Ron Harper. Ron Harper for the Cavs was the closest thing for him. But Clyde Drexler in the 80s, but
yeah,
or either a lot of people were saying what's his name for Atlanta?
Steve Smith. Oh, no, Dominique. Yeah, see, athletic. See, what Michael Jordan had was he was athletic and he was skilled. Back then, either you was athletic or you was skilled.
Hmm?
Yeah, you had the raw athleticism.
LeBron is not skilled. He's just athletic still.
Who?
LeBron is just like Dominique.
Yeah. That's just him. Now, when you think about the league,
Giannis.
Yeah, but there's only a few of them. Now you have a lot of them, right? Your mediocre player is still very skilled and athletic for the most part. So you can have somebody like a Zach LaVine, right? There was no Zach LaVine to Michael Jordan.
What is Zach LaVine?
Huh?
What is he?
A guy who can jump just like Jordan, 46-inch vertical. I think he still has the highest vert. That's on record. So
that don't mean nothing.
No, but what I'm saying,
listen, I think the reason why we think this generation of players are so skilled is because the way they changed the game. Remember, you can't call guys skilled when you have freedom of movement and you have no hand checking and you can't be physical with them. A lot of these players would not be in the league, period, if we can play up under the rules that we play at the playground. We're not letting no guy run to no spot and just have freedom of movement. They took out defense and they made it harder to play defense after the Detroit Pistons was imposing their will on people. It's boring to see that from a fan perspective. So they opened up the game for big, tall, athletic guards like you and exceptional shooters. And they took the 4-man out of the paint, the center out of the paint. And now you got a 6'8" guy that know how to dribble the ball. And now it creates a nightmare from a defensive rotation position. And now nobody can guard nobody. So it's 100 points in every game. But if you put a true power forward back in the lane, you put a true center back in the lane, stop giving people these freedom of movement, stop letting James Harden come to the practice or come to training camp out of shape after being around a bunch of strippers, and he wouldn't even score a basket. When they changed those rules back and he was doing all this bullshit and not getting that call, he looked terrible. He had to play himself back into shape so he could turn back into James Harden that can score. And even when the league got a little tougher and showed these people that you're not that much of a scorer, when these guys go overseas and they're allowed to hit them, they don't score with this fluidity that they do in the NBA no more.
But skill and evolution is the reason they're more. Evolution is the reason they're more skilled. There's just more moves that they got to create, right? So the crossover today wasn't the crossover when I played. The crossover that I was accustomed to, they didn't have that in the early 90s. Early 90s didn't have the 80s. So just the rules itself is the reason that the players are skilled. That's why I don't like using he has more skill than that, because evolution gives you that. That's the, like a Ferrari in the 80s, right, was very fast then. A Ferrari today is faster. I'm not saying it's better. It's faster because the rules has made it faster. The braking system, you're allowed to go faster. The governing on, just how you make the car. I'm never saying this era is better. That's why I don't like when people say he's more skilled. Yeah, he has more resources for moves to be more skilled. Like, these guys are not jumping higher than Michael Jordan and Dominique, but their dunks look better because there's more dunks that's been created. Right? If you take those 80s players and then fast forward their computer to see all the dunks that they have their creativity, then they can do those dunks because a 46-inch vertical, 45-inch vertical is still that. But I see you do a windmill, and I'm practicing it as a 14-year-old. By the time I can really do it, my windmill might be better than yours. The guy who's watching me, he's going to add his little thing to the windmill. That's really all it is. I mean, like when someone says Kyrie is the best dribbler ever, evolution gives him that. But having the ball on the string, Isaiah Thomas had that motherfucker on the string. White Chocolate, who else? Tim Hardaway. Everybody was the apex of what they did then. It just evolution just helps. This one looks a little bit better. That's all, to me.
Well, I think it's evolution. You're right. I agree with evolution, but I think the evolution made it go worse because with so much money, I think guys start playing for stats. So now there's less two-way players because they want to stay healthy. So they don't play defense. So now that it's so stat driven, it's easy to get 3 points a quarter. If I had the mindset of what you guys are saying today, with my athleticism, I literally would be thinking about 4 points, 4 rebounds per quarter. I'm going to go get Gil open, and then I'm going to just sprint the floor and get 2 layups. I'm going to get 2 points off offensive rebound, and then hopefully I get 2 post-ups. But every quarter, I'll just be thinking about getting 4 points, and then I'll get $100 million. So this is easy. I wouldn't give a shit about winning. This would be easy for me to do this every game, to just say, you know what? I don't care about nothing else. I just want 4 points a quarter.
You know what's so funny? And that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like, I don't say the stars are the stars. I think the role players are understanding that, let's say like a Jared Jeffries, let's say me being a good teammate, I'm going to get fucked in my contract, right? Because nobody's going to value the screens I'm setting, me running the floor, opening it up. No one's going to value that, right?
No, they did. Back then they did. They don't value that shit now.
No, because now.
When I ducked in and Kobe got a shot, shit, I'm going to get me a contract. I got my contract in Detroit. Look how many times he got Kobe open. They love him. Richard Hamilton is there. Rip was like, hell yeah, we want this nigga. This nigga gonna get me open every single time. Mm-hmm. I'm a scorer. The scorers love me because I don't mind actually setting a pick so you can actually get open. I look at it as my bucket too. We're a team. But there's a lot of guys, as a guard, the scoring big, they barely set that pick because they want that role.
Yeah, and that's today's game. Everybody wants to be a scorer because they know, shit, if I average 10, 12, that's $100 million. So now everybody's faking screening and doing all this. It's like,
and guess what? I'm not taking no charges. That shit hurt. I might hurt my hamstring.
When was the last time somebody took a charge?
That's what I'm saying. Like back in my league, we took charges. They were giving you $500 if you took a charge. Nigga, I popped a hamstring one time taking a charge. So I would never take no charge. I got to stay in the game because I got to get my numbers.
And that's the thing now. But that's how they I can't even say they're wrong for it, right? Shit. They're like, yeah, I can take these charges, or I can just let the nigga score the layup, and I just stay in the game a little bit longer, right? Get a little 2 points, gets a little rebound, and then my overall stats look so much better when I go into free agency.
This nigga talking about Kwame and Kobe scored 80. Nigga, we scored 83. Nigga, shut up. No, we scored 82. We only had one.
Kwame, you scored 84. You scored 3 points.
I thought I only had one that game.
No, you had a free throw and a putback.
How many duck ends did I get, nigga? Hey, you mean? Listen, that's why nobody respect the game no more. A big man has a job to do. Any big man, if you want to stay in the league, don't let these guards, don't let these people on the internet trick you about stats and points. If you're a big man and you rim run, you call out screens, you got energy to hedge on the pick and roll, you duck in and you do the right thing every play, and you're athletic as a big, you got a job in the NBA.
Facts.
If you can get some tip in, high energy plays, and then put together a move in the post where you can get 10 points, you will always have a job in the NBA.
Facts. No, that's
what they told you. Trust me. Reggie Evans was getting 20 rebounds and 18, 20 rebounds.
You know what? I think what's so funny is I think that we're missing what the Euro is. The Euro is 80s and 90s basketball. How we played, right? The guards played like guards. The big men were the scorers here. That's Euro. If you think about all the players that's coming over, it's their big men that are scoring. Their guards, right? You have Luka, but their guards is actually point guards. Mm-hmm. They're not scoring guards. So their game today is our game in the early 90s and 80s where the guards play like point guards. They got everybody involved, and the big men did all the scoring. That's why those big men coming here is dominating because our big men aren't scorers anymore. It translated to the guards.
No, that ain't because of that. It's because they go to basketball camp where their big men are allowed to possess all the skills. Do you know what they tell a kid that grow early in middle school? They tell them, you're a center. Go down there in the paint. They don't do that to Giannis and those other kids. When I talk to Boris Diaw, they work on every ball skill that everybody else has. Mm-hmm. And we got to get back to that here in America. We can't designate a tall kid to just do big man stuff. As you can see, Draymond Green. It's better when you have a big that can handle the ball because if Gilbert Arenas is out on the wing and you got a Lamar Odom on the floor that can push the ball, now you can run to the three-point line. Lamar gets doubled, kick it to you. That's a wide open three. You need all the players to be skilled.
That's you made me laugh because I just seen it. It was Jello Ball. That's what happened to Jello Ball, where he was the biggest on the team since they were little, so they made his ass the center. And he ended up being a center until they got Big O in high school. Then he became the power forward, but he never grew, and he was the 6'7", just like the rest of the guards. Mm-hmm. But because he was big early, fucked his career up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's but we crazy. Did a lot. Because our AAU is about money. They don't have AAU. Mm-hmm. So all these guys are trying to win money to get kids to come in.
No, I'm gonna tell you, this is why I say this generation is more influenced by Steph Curry than LeBron James. Every kid, when I go into these little AAU things, they're only working on 3-pointers. They're working on step back three. They do everything Steph Curry do. They want to shoot the ball and look away. They do. I say, damn, everybody's a 3-point shooter now.
But that also goes to coaching too, because you got to be a smart enough coach to understand that Steph Curry didn't do this shit when he was little. He had to perfect the arm strength. He had to perfect being a great shooter first. You guys want to be Steph Curry today.
That nigga say, Gil tenderizing Kwame. He gonna lead him to Oak, who's downstairs. Hey, I passed by a restaurant called Oak Restaurant. I said, oh shit, Oak in there? I can't go in this motherfucker. I'm going Oak downstairs. Check, please.
Oh shit. There you go. Oh, sorry. Gotta give him $1 coffee.
James Harden step back equals, yeah, it was James Harden step back too, but no, they do all the Steph Curry threes, trust me. Steph Curry and the step back from Jack. A lot of these guys now that you call skill, all they do is travel and switch pivot foot. There's a guy that do a compilation on this era about how this so skilled era is. All these motherfuckers, the referees are blind. These motherfuckers sliding back, switching pivot foots. If we play this compilation, you would not say these guys were skilled.
Hey, look, I asked the referee. Oh, he's out of the league now. Eric. You remember Eric, the ref?
Yeah.
So I asked Eric about, the James Harden, step back travels. And he said this. He said what they did was when they look at all the footage of it, they said he was traveling about 30% of the time. Right? So they said, so with a set doing it right rate, we
Every time he get in that goddamn Chinese ass car, that shit go to speaking Chinese to him, and then they cut off the damn American stuff.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it went back to America now, y'all. English. Yeah, it's back to English.
Yeah, I said, the referee said he does it 70% of the time right, so we have to give him the benefit of the doubt. When he does the move in real time, we can't just guess that he's traveling. So we have to give him the benefit unless it's really, really obvious. So for the most part, all these moves, Giannis on the fast break, he takes the 3-4, they're just going to give it to him unless it just looks so bad. And they also said because he's moving back and he's not moving towards the rim, and it's a harder shot, that they're like, well, just play defense. He's moving away from the rim 2, 3, 4 feet. You know where he's going. Just play D. I'm not gonna be the defense for you. That's how they look now.
Man, I think they cheating for these goddamn superstars just because they want to make these niggas happy to score more points. That's all. It's a simple, long and short of it.
Yeah.
Keep these niggas happy in any way possible because we trying to make this money. Let them niggas travel. Let them niggas do drugs. Let them niggas smoke weed. Let them niggas do whatever they want to do. As long as we get into this bottom line, because y'all explained it perfectly on Gil's Arena. Shout out to Gil's Arena. They said Bronny James, and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all said y'all were talking about his jersey sales in a segment to where he sold 500 million jerseys at like $100 a jersey, and y'all said that was 50 million.
Yeah, Wallow said it was five. He sold in the first week 500,000 jerseys.
500,000.
He said at a $100 rate, he made about 50 million.
And how fast?
And they said a week.
He made $50 million in a week.
The organization did off of his jersey sales.
Not 5 million, 500,000. See, you know how something you hear and somebody repeat it, go around the room. That's why I say correct me if I'm wrong. So 500,000 jerseys at like $100. You said he got $50 million in a week, and they only gave him $8 million for 3 years or 4 years.
Okay, it's his real deal. I mean, it's going to be a 4-year deal, but it's like this. It's the 2-year deal. The 3rd year is partial. So as long as he's on the team by a certain date, right, it's fully guaranteed.
If he made me $50 million, he's staying on the team.
Huh?
He made me $50 million in a week. He's staying on the team.
Exactly.
Don't even ask me if he's staying on the team.
Now that's what I'm saying. So yeah, but it's really a 2-year deal. Third year partial. If he makes it, if he's on the team by a certain date, it's fully guaranteed. Then the 4th year is teamed option, which obviously is going to be guaranteed because he sells, right? For
now,
a guy
I want
who's
to
going
ask you about why you thought he sold 500,000, because the way because I agree with McCants what he was saying of why Bronny sold 500,000. I don't understand your take on why he sold the 500,000. So can you elaborate to the people?
What did I say?
You don't remember what the fuck you just said?
No. What did I say? Because of.
You funny as hell. You was basically saying because you was trying to keep it off his dad. You was saying because of his Twitch streaming and because of his high school, his reputation, he already was an influencer. So his jersey sales, and from a marketing standpoint, that's why he's there, because he's already this person. And so McCants, I mean, I can play it if you want, but McCants McCants is like saying, no, it ain't got nothing to do with that. This got something to do with that's his daddy. Y'all brought King Griffey Jr.'s pops there. It was for the first game. This was like a historic moment. So white folks are thinking, this might be a collectible here. This is 2 of the black people, father-sons duo We got a picture with them. We got the dad and the son. This is the first time. This is NBA history. Y'all packaged it as history. So I don't think it had nothing to do with Bronny.
Oh, no. This was in Summer League when they first put his jersey on sale.
Right.
Just like when Caitlin Clark, the season didn't start yet. The Ken Griffey stuff that didn't happen yet. This was just
that didn't happen yet.
Nah.
But still,
but it's true. But like
this as this father-son duo thing.
Yeah, listen. All of it can play a part. I used to go to the games when he was in high school, when he was in middle school, high school, and even when Bron wasn't there. I mean, I'm gonna just be honest. Kids love him, like adults don't. I mean, we want to see the nigga play. We want to see the nigga play basketball. The kids like Bronny.
Kids do what adults tell them, and you adults have been telling everybody, even other adults. That's why you got half the world arguing like you're hurting a black man, and then those same very people will be calling Westbrook trash and saying all kind of shit to black men. So it's kind of weird how they say what they say.
Because see, if you been around Bronny, like the niggas in the valley will fight you. These kids will fight you over Bronny James.
They'll scratch you,
huh?
They're brainwashed.
No, because how he treated them, right? He like Puffy, all them. He's not the Puffy kids, right? The two twins is very nice, right? They were cheerleaders to the team, but he didn't act like his dad was LeBron James, right? He act like yeah, I'm just one of y'all. So he really kicked it with these kids. So they really.
That's the problem. That's why he's not a killer on the court.
That's true. Yeah, he wanted to be like.
That's the problem.
No problem. Yeah. That's it. It was to the point where he just wanted to be normal. So when people talk bad about him, people hear is in his feelings because he don't have that ego that makes you want to dislike him.
So why didn't you and guys like you tell him, Bronny, no, they're gonna not like you regardless. LeBron is your father. You might as well be a dog because ain't nobody gonna like those sheep. They're just gonna take advantage of you. They only like you because you're the cool kid and that you have access to LeBron and pools and cars and girls. So that doesn't mean that's genuine. So you might as well be a dog and put your name on it and shit, LeBron, my daddy. And you'll have the same type of situation, but at least you're controlling who you have around in your situation.
Yeah, that's the problem there, though. When everybody around you ain't dogs, right? It's private school. Shit, it's the wildest player that he ever played with. The wildest nigga was probably Dwayne Wade's son. That was probably the wildest because Dwayne Wade had 4 girlfriends at the same time.
But my thing is this: it's not about who he played with; it's who his father allowed him to play against. Was he going to the park playing against some grown men and getting hit in the head with them elbows? Is he playing against the people that's gonna bring that dog out of him that don't care his daddy name is LeBron? Is he playing at a part to where it could be a fist fight on the line if you foul me too hard?
No.
So then he wasn't trained to be a dog. You got all of those things is on the table for LeBron. All of those things were on the table for you. If you made it in this league and you went to the parks and you went to certain situations, you know on that court, you got to be able to hold your own. You can't have daddy over there controlling it.
Everything you're saying is true, and that was the reason why Elijah, like I told him, you had a disadvantage because you're rich. So everything you said, I made him during COVID. Everybody used to play outside. Go play outside, like go play with the adults. So when we used to play pickup games, me, Damon, Dante Jones, nickname, when we were at the park, he had to play.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so he had to.
And I know you an asshole. If somebody found him, you probably would laughing. Get your motherfucker ass.
Yeah.
That's what gotta happen. Like you can't be the young prince and turn into a king if you don't take the lumps that come with this shit.
Yeah.
You gonna baby him to the league? What? That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, he was. Same thing with Shaq's son. I thought Shaq's son could have made it if he had the right training because he has the jumping ability. He has today's school body type that's 6'11" with the 42-inch vertical and all that, but he never got no training and it kicked in too late. Right? By the time your pops come around and want to train you or you're trying to get training, you're damn near already a senior. That's too late. And that's why he failed. Like you got all the genetics. It's the same thing with LeBron. Think about it. Look how long he's been playing, right? He never really got to sit down.
You know what you saying, Gil? That's gonna come into question.
No, what I'm saying is, it's not like he got to really sit and craft his game. Same thing with Cayenne, right? For the most part, Melo was missing all of his growing up youth of basketball.
But what do you say to this though? I had a chance to be coached by Paul Silas, who is a very aggressive, in your face, do it my way kind of coach. But if you work with him and you work hard, he's one of the best coaches you ever be around. But you're gonna do it his way. Paul Silas said it without saying it, all but said LeBron didn't want to be coached. And if you look at some of the moves LeBron has made, Eric Spoelstra is a legendary coach, but he wanted Eric Spoelstra gone. The other coach that was winning in the Olympics, he won them a championship, the white guy, he got him gone. Got Ty Lue gone. There's so many coaches with names and reputation, and it seems like LeBron only want to be coached by first-year coaches and coaches that he can control. Now he got a coach that he did a podcast with. So could there be some validity to what Paul Silas alluded to, that LeBron James never wanted to be coached? And that could have put a hindrance on his game because anybody that told him he wasn't minding the game or playing the right way, he just got rid of him.
What's funny is if Paul Silas, who coached him, says it, and you start going down the list of coaches, you can't argue it. Like, nah.
Because nobody want to call that out.
Think about the
nobody
want the coaches like.
Go ahead. Your phone is good.
Like I seen someone gave LeBron the benefit of that. Like, yo, how is this kid being this good with no real mentors and winning championships? Right. That's one side. Then the other side is sitting like, why does he always have 1 year, 2 year coaches? Why isn't there a real coach that's sitting there? Is it because he wants to coach the team? Is he that smart where he can coach from on the court?
I believe he thinks he is. And so when you have that dynamic where the media is telling you that you're the smartest guy in the world, you mind the game out of high school. And this is so crazy. Anything that you do is going to be somewhat uncomfortable when you move to a different level. So he didn't even go to the college level. So this kid was so far advanced than everybody else. He understood the college game, which some college players don't even understand the NBA game. And then he comes straight to the NBA, understanding the NBA game, to the point where when he got into the playoffs with a real team, he got exposed. But they want to build this narrative that LeBron knows so much, to the point where I think it causes tension with the coach. Because with Darvin Ham, you see him running up and down the court, what the fuck? Doing all this stuff. And when I played and when you played, superstars did this. If they had a problem with the coach, they'd run up on the field, say what they're going to say. Because as a superstar, you can undermine, because everybody wants a story. And when LeBron does these things, he's creating the story. So is Darvin Ham good enough? Because LeBron is being demonstrative and making it seem like he's not. So now everybody's questioning the coach.
Yeah, and that's the difference. Like, he didn't learn that from the Kobe and the Jordan, where all coaches get undermined. That is a thing, but we don't show the world that we're undermining them. Right, that's where like, yo, wait, what the fuck are you doing? Sit your stupid ass down on the motherfucking car. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing that we did. Same thing with the referees, right? You really wanted to cuss a referee out, you put your right over here because long as they don't feel.
Yeah, me, I couldn't do that. If I walk towards the well, get your stupid bus ass back over there.
You too big. You couldn't you couldn't walk up like that. But if you wanted to cuss a referee out without getting attacked, you covered it so no one seen it, so they didn't feel embarrassed.
Because once you embarrass them, what happened?
Oh, you are enemy number one of them. They're gonna fuck you every time they can. You're gonna get any 50-50 loose ball or foul that can go either, they're gonna give it to you.
But see, with LeBron, he's such an influencer in the league, it don't really work that way for him though. So once he embarrassed them, they're more inclined to give him another 3 or 4 calls because they got to make him happy. You know that they got to make him happy. And when he does that to a coach, when he undermines a coach like that in front of the public, now the fans are triggered because they like LeBron. So what does LeBron need? When he does that, when Russell Westbrook make a turnover and he's now everybody's keying in on Russell's turnovers, but they're not keying in on LeBron turnovers when he turned it over just as much.
Yeah, there's just certain players that, you don't want to play with because they got too much crowd control. That was the Dwight Howard and with Kobe that year, where he became the most hated because Kobe didn't like him, even though he was the second best player on the team. Paul Gasol was playing like shit. Steve Nash was terrible. And Dwight made the All-Star game that year, but everybody hated, Dwight because Kobe didn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit happens.
And once those labels get on, boy,
it's over. Yeah, it's over.
You leaving with that label.
You leaving with every contract you sign has that label on it.
If Kobe call you soft, you leaving with that label. I'm sorry.
No, that's 1,000% facts. Right? It's just certain things. Like the only people who got power like that now, if Steph called somebody out, which he would never do, but if he did, that shit is stuck.
Right? It ain't going. It's up and it's stuck because the respect that he got. Yeah, don't nobody got no beef with him. The respect he got, if he say something, it stand with you for the rest of your career. It might end your career.
Yep, Jokic. If Jokic says some shit like that because he never really talks, same thing. It happens, man. It's a different league. It's more money based because so much money is coming into the league. In the 80s, it was more. When I read and talk to some of the guys from the 80s, it was more of like a startup company, right? Where we're trying to identify who's what and we're going to focus on them. The league was started. Basically, Magic Johnson was the NBA's first baby, right? That was their first baby. He came in
the first time they learned they could rip a nigga off so amazing.
What's so funny is they didn't even have the money to pay him the $25 million for 25 years. Like they didn't even have it. They just they was just so in awe, like nigga, yes, it's you. So, but he was their first baby.
And they found that money, boy. When I saw that story, they found that money.
Yeah, no, but it was funny because it was like y'all don't even have $25 million to get this nigga, but they just figured, hey, we gonna lock you down. We see what you got. Him and Magic did their thing. I remember when Magic had to convince Bird to be part of the Converse because the league and Converse was trying to do a thing. And then they held it up. And then when Jordan got there, they seen an individual. They seen what an individual can do, how he can carry the charisma, the style. Like I watched Jordan's first dunk contest and how he walked in. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like that is a superstar. Like if you don't even know anything about Michael Jordan and you watch his first dunk contest and you say, who is the superstar here? You're going to see him. Like he walks like it. Everybody got their jerseys on. He got a sweatsuit on. his first dunk was with a sweatsuit. And I'm like, you just sitting there like.
But he like that everywhere he go. In a restaurant, you notice this nigga. He old now, and you gonna notice this old cat. If you ever been around that, whether it be a killer, whether it be an exceptional basketball player, a Marine, or whatever, is certain men that have a presence when they walk in the room that is acknowledged by not only the men, it's acknowledged by the women, it's acknowledged by everybody. And if you have that presence, if you have that factor, then you know what you know. You know why it is when a nigga that you know a killer on that court come in the room, you're like, oh shit.
Like you can feel like you can, and what's so funny is you can feel Michael Jordan's presence when he walks in. You felt Kobe's presence when he walked in.
Mm-hmm. I don't see nobody today. I don't think their presence is that intimidating like that.
Even when LeBron walks in, if he didn't if he walked in, you don't feel it.
No.
Like with Jordan walk in, you can feel the room change. Like, man, what the fuck's going? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck's going on? Everybody quiet and shit. Like that. Like that.
And everybody looking like, ooh, shit, that's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, like you can.
And some of these niggas, even they broad looking like, oh shit, that's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, like this nigga came in with his own wind. Like the wind blew. Like, ooh shit.
And the big ass pants be blowing in the wind and shit. Hey, that nigga had us mandatory buying them big ass bell bottoms from that dude he get his suits from. Now I want to get that nigga. I'm gonna sue MJ. Fuck it, I'm putting it out here. I'm suing MJ for them bell bottoms he made us buy. Fuck that. Had us go to his tailor and buy them big ass parachute goddamn MC. No, I ain't gonna say MC Hammer. They say MC Hammer or Goon. Shout out MC Hammer. But them big ass parachute pants they got them MJ had. You still the GOAT though, MJ. I don't want no smoke. That nigga had windbreaker suits on. That nigga shit was so big at the bottom, boy. Big ass goddamn 2-inch goddamn cuffs. I ain't know nothing about no suits. I used to wear that shit, walk around in it, and then they had the little gaiters. Man, I show up somewhere. I ain't nothing but goddamn 22, 20. I'm 20. So I'm 21. I'm 19 when they first got me buying this shit. I'm 19 and 20 wearing these goddamn 40-year-old suits with the big ass, thick edge cuffs. And I'm thinking I'm fly. I'm fly for a 40-year-old, but I'm 19 and then I was 20. So I was 20 years ahead of my dress time. So I was wondering why them goddamn 40-year-olds was all over me. No wonder I was 20 years old, 19 with them old ass broad. I was 19, one was 28, one was 36. No wonder. MJ, you owe me, boy. MJ, you the reason why I couldn't be with my age range. You had me dressing like an old ass man. And you made it mandatory. I had to spend my goddamn money buying these big ass 2.5. If I was dressing like a young cat, I had some young girls. I'm trying to figure out a way I can sue. Everybody's suing this shit. I'm trying to figure out a way I can sue MJ. He made me buy the big suits. Is that insider trading that we had to use his tailor? Some way, one of y'all attorneys called me. We got to tie this shit into a lawsuit with MJ. I'm tired of this shit. Big ass. Yeah, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey copied these suits from MJ. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. So here it is. You're making a 20-year-old dress up like a fucking 40-year-old. And now, goddamn, I'm thinking I'm fly. But around the 20-year-olds, I look lame as hell. But around the 40-year-olds, I got the nicest shit on in the building. I think it destroyed my image and likeness. Wearing 40-year-old shit, 20-year-old shit past. Yeah, I think they destroyed my image and likeness. Any attorneys out there that we can call? They had Stephen A. fucking with me, and then they had MJ help dressing me with them damn big ass suits. Now I was fly when I was wearing my Adidas shit, but them big ass suits that they had us wearing in the game, yeah. I gotta go back and find pictures of them big ass suits. I'm gonna call. You say call the lead attorney? Yeah, I need to goddamn email the lead attorney. Well, I got a lawsuit with MJ and them fucking up my likeness, forcing me to spend my money buying these big ass, dumb ass suits with extra material to fold them up for 2 inches to have a cufflink and all that. The damn cufflinks would damn near be over the front of the damn shoe. That's how wide they were. You only seen this much of our shoe when we walk. That's how big the goddamn cuff is. Now these motherfuckers getting cuffs that go up to the bottom of their calf where you can see their shoes and their socks and everything. I ain't never experienced that. You can barely see my goddamn gaiters that I bought. Spent all this money on gaiters and the damn cuff so big, all you see is the tip. I used to have to sit down and open my leg wide and pull that motherfucker up so you can see my sock and tap my leg down a couple times. Make this about a bitch. I gotta like my swagger now. Now that Gil ain't here to turn this back into the bus light. Man, I gotta like my damn swagger back. I'm starting to see they destroyed my image and likeness. Who's to blame for your wardrobe now? No, only the suits. Now I was flying. Look here, I had them Adidas track suits. I had Adidas contract. I was player. Trust me, I looked like Ron DMC in them. And my Adidas. I had Adidas contract. I was straight on that front. But they forced us to stop wearing Adidas track suits and all this shit, probably because of AI. But shout out to AI. But they made us, it was a mandatory team thing, not an NBA thing. It was a team thing that we had to goddamn go ahead and wear these big ass suits. And you know what I mean? MJ brought the tail in and everything. I think it was insider collusion, trading, all that shit. So MJ, I'm gonna figure out how to sue your motherfucking ass. It's coming. Lawsuit coming soon. Yeah, I spent all my money on them big suits. And it was 20 years past my prime. I wasn't up at 19, 20. I should have been wearing young people shit, not no old stuff. They talking about collusion and impersonating. Yeah, I think they was making me look old. So, because the young girls and the old girls wanted me. They wanted me to look old and act mature and shit. And I was young. I don't want to look mature and act mature. Yeah, insider. Yeah, hell yeah. That's a good wording. It was insider image manipulation. Damn right. Get a lawyer on the phone so I can tell them that. This was insider image manipulation. Fucking right. Oh, want to talk to you? Man, that's my dog. Oh, who that is? What up, dog?
Hey, what's up, Kwame?
What's going on?
Man, bro, now look, I didn't understand Gil before, but now I understand where he coming from. Like, the way he views things is like, this is all entertainment.
Oh, I know.
If it's all scripted and it's all rigged, I mean, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the way he looks at it. So he's not taking none of this shit serious, bro.
Mm-mm.
This is all like one big game. That's why when you question it, he's like, well, what does it matter? Because in his mindset, like, it doesn't matter because it's all set up.
He pretty much admitted to everything I said. And then it's going to be a lot of people break down this live stream. And this is a long live stream. But from the part that Gilbert was up here, he's pretty much agreeing to everything I've been saying on the internet. These people have an elitist mindset. A lot of this shit that y'all see is not real. A lot of these people are script readers. And the people that they put in front of you, you should probably take a second look at them.
If you try to get me to understand, Gil, I understand. if you try to get me to agree with you, understand, I understand. Hey, motherfucker, goddamn. Salute to Kobe Bryant Field Room. What up, nigga?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Man, can't call it, so I'm gonna spoil it, man. Up here with this bust ass motherfucker. You feel me?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you, bro. Shit, my auntie that said worse to me last night, so I'm kind of fit.
Oh shit! Salute to auntie, good cooking.
Also, because she was talking shit to me, salute to her. Boy, you ain't shit. Hey, look,
Hey,
nigga,
man, I think it
look,
was 85.
Swagger dad down real quick,
84.
nigga. Show you my cup. Let me put this swagger dad down and show you my cup, nigga. Fuck you, talking about.
Need a cup like that.
Know what I'm saying? You see that shit still spinning, nigga. You see the whole story.
That motherfucker gonna jam, nigga. That motherfucker gonna jam, punk.
Oh, this don't never jam. Watch this.
Oh,
Yeah, that bitch spinning, homeboy. Now let me hit my swagger, man. Gil gone now. I was just showing Underdog Fantasy how to come on camera. Because that's all they want. They gonna figure this shit out. It seems like.
You think the nigga can stop with the bullshit long enough for y'all to actually get a little? It ain't even got to be like a consistent thing. Maybe every Friday or something, a little sit down trap session or something like that, man.
Him stop with the bullshit? No, but he's gonna try to figure out a way for me to accept some of his bullshit so we can figure out something. He don't want to stop with the bullshit. He do want to make the money. He do know that he's getting a lot of pressure on getting me on the show. And he understands that we can have a conversation if he stopped the dumb shit. And I don't give a fuck about it getting a little spicy either. But
yeah, that's good TV still, man.
Yeah, we can have a conversation. Just stop all the weird shit, man. Don't got to be violent and all that stupid shit.
But see, when Gil don't cap, he's good. Like, he's good talking this basketball stuff, man.
But he good at lying to y'all. Gil be manipulating. Man, listen here. Half the shit he be saying, I can call that shit out so quick. But I'm like, just let him go. We'll call him out at another time. Casino heard this shit. Or if he didn't, he go hear this shit and watch what Cino do in this video.
Yeah, he be capping like a motherfucker. You be listening to him and you be trying not to go in, but it's just like, man, come on, bro.
Hey, Pawn Show, ain't nobody being messy, nigga. That was a real question. What the fuck? If you ain't been looking at their other interactions and shit, if you don't know they goddamn dynamic, that was a real ass question, nigga. And it was definitely refreshing to see the nigga not come up here on bullshit. So salute to that nigga.
Yeah, no, that was real dope. Like Gil came up, he could have went left. I could have went left. Like it was dope that he came up here. He answered the question. He said, I said that same thing. Yeah, I think the league rigged. Yeah, I think that. He said it for real. And he stood on it. So a lot of the stuff I've been saying, these people that's been disrespecting me and saying I've been saying it because I'm hating. No, Gilbert pretty much said that the NBA will do certain things for money. If they made $50 million off Bronny in 1 week, how much money do you think they made off LeBron in 22 years?
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, you probably got them.
Money. That's what they call that. Fuck you money.
You probably got them in trouble with that HGA shit, man.
Oh, he got himself in trouble. I just asked the question. And I said it. I said, yo, bro, the one thing that would make a style of play like this make sense is if the league looked the other way when it comes to EPOs, recovery drugs, and things that are not being tested for. I wouldn't even make it a question. I would just act like I don't know that they're taking this thing that we're not going to put on the ban list. So that way they never get popped. But it's hard to play this style of play, running up and down the court, shooting threes and setting pick and rolls all day. You know how tired a center would get? It makes sense why Tristan Thompson tried to take a substance. He's a pick and roll guy in a league where they're just shooting all threes and that's it. So he got to keep his energy up. He got to have high energy. So you damn right I'll take something.
But see, if I was Tristan Thompson, I'd be pissed off because what Gil revealed is like they let it go with certain people. So it's like, why you bust me for it, man?
Because he's not a part of that group. That's just Tristan Thompson. It's a pecking order at this shit, bro. That's why I kept it. When I asked the question, I was very specific. If you go back and look at the way I asked the question, I said, what do you think about the superstars? Mm-hmm. I said the superstar players taking something that's not even on the list, let alone the things that's on the list. That's not even on it.
No, that was a real question. That was a good ass
question. Yeah. Wording is everything.
Hey, when he said that shit, I couldn't believe it. I said, yo, he said this? In the circles he be in? Shit.
Well, they wasn't taking Gil serious then. Gil wasn't even in the league or part of the league, but Gil is going to catch the wrong attention soon. But he's no chill Gil. So apparently he don't give a shit. Gil has always been saying that he's not going to let somebody tell him what he can and can't say. So he'll talk about women. He'll talk about whatever topic, gays, whatever. And he stands on what he says. But what happens is when you don't have the certain sponsorships, and I tell anybody, I don't care who you are, you sign on with certain sponsorships, they'll come after the sponsorship. Maybe not you, but they'll get you through that sponsorship.
Yeah, that was a crazy conversation. I ain't gonna lie.
And we need more of them, nigga. We need more of them.
But like, dude, I played in the locker room with Allen Iverson, Richard Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace. I played with some of the best players, Chauncey Billups, only for the training camp, and a training camp is important, but for a training camp in like a month of the season. And just what I learned and where to be, like Chauncey, being around a true point guard, I'm telling you, dude, it make the world of difference. I was so mad than a motherfucker because I specifically went to Detroit for a reason, because I've never played with a point guard of that caliber that plays the game in the right way, meaning he's not just a pure scorer. He's always been a point guard. If you're open, he'll get the ball to you. He's going to hit certain shots. He's a floor general. So I was like, yes, nigga, it's on.
And they said, no, we're going to give your ass another Kobe, nigga. Shut up.
Nah, we're going to give you another point guard. You score the ball every goddamn time. I said, son of a bitch. But AI turned out to be cool as shit. But from a basketball standpoint, I was mad as a motherfucker. And then I get to Monte Ellis in Golden State. Dude can really pass the ball. Quick, fast, can really pass. I wasn't even in shape yet because I couldn't play because I was holding out for a contract. So you can't get hurt. So I was just shooting jumpers and doing anything. I'm just basically on a bike and lifting weights.
Oh yeah, I saw that damn Golden State tape, nigga. We gonna forget about that, nigga. Goddamn.
No, bro, I'm telling you, Monte Ellis was giving me I'm like 300 pounds out there. I'm rolling to the basket. I'm damn near 300 pounds, but it's so easy because he throwing me the ball at a spot where all I got to do is grab it and lay it up. That's
Ain't
how
that when you had a mohawk
guard make it for you, bro.
Didn't you have a mohawk that season?
Yeah, I went on ahead through the mohawk in because I'm like, boy, once I get in shape, nigga, I'm finna roll. I'm finna rumble. I just left Charlotte where I was getting a double-double in 2 quarters, but I couldn't play. You know what I mean? I couldn't play basketball because I couldn't risk getting hurt. So I'm just working out in the gym like everybody else. That's not basketball shape, though.
Yeah.
I was in shape, but don't nothing get you in basketball shape like playing basketball. And fuck what you heard. If you ain't playing basketball, when you get out there on the NBA court, it's like everybody else. Boy, look at here. It's like other niggas are flying and you're walking. That's how tired you are.
So when were you in what year were you in Charlotte again?
In Charlotte, it had to been 2010, and then I went to Golden State right after that, like 20. Hold on, what year was that? Man, I've been to so many goddamn teams, and I lit this swagger. I tell you what, Gil will correct me. He'll come up here and tell you. Anything I fuck up, that nigga Gil gonna tell it.
Man, salute to a goddamn 13-year career after he tried to label you not shit, my nigga. Because you could have been out of there and goddamn 2-3, my nigga. No cap, but hey, you made that motherfucker stick. Pause.
Yeah, Kwame definitely played hard, man. Whenever he was on the court, he played hard.
Shit, they pay you for some effort, nigga. Hey, it's Pat Bev made a nice long career out of that shit, man. Goddamn, who else? There's hella niggas that just made it work off straight effort and energy, my nigga. Because you gotta, like you said, it's a pecking order. You gotta learn your place in that shit, my nigga. So
yeah, it's
money to go around for sure for the niggas that's willing to dive on a loose ball, set the screens, take some elbows and shit, get some elbows back out. So yeah, salute to that, nigga.
Yeah. See, that's what a lot of fans don't understand. They don't understand that you gotta change your whole game You know, you going on a team with some of the biggest stars in NBA history. You got to change your game to fit around them. So it's not easy.
He played with the biggest stars, goddamn it.
Yeah.
So shit, yeah, he made it work for 13 years. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because, and this is the thing I try to tell these young cats, don't listen to these niggas talking about no numbers. Man, listen, it's so many players that were better than what you think they are in the league. Tony Allen was a monster on both ends of the court. He just had to turn into that so he can keep a job. We don't want to see you shoot like that. We got other people to do that. So how many players can sacrifice their game to turn into something else, be good enough to turn into something else and still keep a job? Because when you get to the NBA, it's the business of basketball now. You ain't this ain't the park. This ain't Candyland no more. This is the business of basketball. So we're hiring you to do a specific job. So that's why when they say, well, what were your numbers? That don't got nothing to do with what this team hired me to do. Mm-hmm. This team might have hired me to play defense. This team might have hired me to make sure I get this guy open. Did I do that? So when you grade everybody on this numbers thing, that's not what the GM hired that guy for. So when these analysts talk today, I know they all full of shit. Because they know everybody can't score on the team. So why are you only talking about points and numbers when a guy can impact a game in a multitude of ways that most of these analysts today don't know how to articulate? Because the only thing they do is know how to read a stat sheet.
Yeah, because I'm defensive minded, man. I love defense. And so when they don't talk about defense, that shit pisses me off, to be honest with you. It's like, yo, yeah, he scored 27, but shit, he gave up 25. So it's like
he gave up 25, and on the other end of the court, don't dive for loose balls. Even on offensive end, the guy who helps the helper, the big man who rim runs every time. If a guard on that team is averaging 20 points, it has something to do with that big rim running every single time. Because he's going to suck in the defense, which is going to get shots open for that guard. And Cortez, you should know this as a big.
Nigga, I wasn't no fucking big, nigga. Shut your ass up.
Well, your big tall ass was a wing.
Hell yeah, nigga. I played 2 trees, nigga. Like a motherfucker.
Oh, man. See, that's what happened with these big niggas. They don't want to be big niggas. You should have ate steak.
No.
Instead of eating cake, you should have ate steak.
All right, motherfucker. Let me tell you. You said it to Gil, my nigga. When I was in like middle school, I think I was in like 8th grade. I was probably like 6'5", something like that. And shit, I had the handle, I had the wiggle, I had the jump shot, and we had niggas that was like probably like 6'4", 6'3", a couple dudes, but they was like goddamn pushing 200 in 8th grade. So nigga, they was the big man, nigga. I was over there.
So what hindered you is the opposite effect. You should have learned big man stuff too, because you could have took them guards and punished them.
And my post game nasty with a mismatch, nigga.
But listen, it would have been worse if you would have just been. Listen, some days I just want to practice with you big, and just even though you smaller than them, it would have just built up that scar tissue that now you're strong. Once you go back to your position, you're stronger than everybody you playing against. So you're a mismatch against everybody. If they put a big guy on you, you got the skills to go around them. If they put a guy your size on you, you're going to punish him in the post because you've been playing against guys bigger than you and heavier than you.
I didn't figure that out until like close to my senior year going into college. And by the time I really started to like hit the weight room, get like wiry strong, nigga, I was dropping 30 on the niggas because they had the big men on me because I'm goddamn 6'9". So once I got to college, nigga, they was putting the big men on me. But nigga, you know, mouse in the house with whoever was on me, nigga.
Yeah, they too slow. Either they're going to be too slow or too little.
Yeah.
So
that's why it's good for a big to learn all the ball skills. But here in America, if you get the wrong coach, they'll tell a big, no, you don't dribble the ball. No, and that could be the best thing for guards. If you can catch the ball and push the ball on the break, and you got a guy that can shoot. That's why I was like, if you got a Gilbert, you got a Trey Young that can hit open shots, and you draw in the defense, and these are who you kicking it out to. That's a bucket.
Well, I'm telling you, man, I used to fling that damn ball to my goddamn guards, nigga, because I could see over everybody. So I would get that motherfucker off the glass and push it, and then I'm just over there just slinging. I used to call out, nigga, Ben Simmons when I was on the break, nigga. I was nasty with it, nigga. Trust
I bet you better not say that no more.
Oh no.
Man, only if LeBron was your daddy.
Shit, nigga. I'd be on the Lakers right now with no goddamn heart, nigga. Allegedly.
This nigga here is stupid, man. Damn, you made the joke worse. Damn.
My bad. This was Cortez that said that, not Kwame. Not Kwame.
Kwame. Somebody say drop the link.
Kwame. LeBron's the GOAT, Kwame.
Kwame.
Yeah, they completely got rid of the post game, man. You don't see guards really posted up anymore, like that. You know, back in the day, it used to be a lot of guys, man, who could take you down to that post and straight like make you work. You know, they'll tire you out. You know what I'm saying? You had to play both ends.
Hey, Biz, use a motherfucking lie. I ain't average no goddamn Stephen A numbers, nigga. As a freshman in college, nigga, I averaged 15, 8, and 4, nigga.
Damn, he said you was like Stephen A.
Nigga, you could look me up, nigga. Don't let me put my actual name out this motherfucker.
Hey man, don't let that man get you upset.
Man, fuck Biz, man.
Hey, Stephen A can shoot now. He can shoot now. Shit.
Hey, that's a trigger for Cortez right there, boy.
What the fuck, nigga? I was really doing the damn thing, nigga, and I was coming off the bench because we had a good team, and I was still averaging 50.
Hey, look, man, you done made this nigga day, Cortez. Look at you, man. Chill out, bro. He doing that for a reason, man.
Man, fuck Biz, all that scamming and shit with Bitcoin and shit, nigga. Give a fuck, nigga. What up, Cheddar, man? Switch the topic.
Man, what up, bro?
Man, bitch ass niggas, man.
I can't goddamn bring. Hold up.
Man, that shit crazy. Gil, he talking about Dwayne Wade's son, like on some like trying to cover for Bronny, but that shit to me, that shit don't make no sense. It ain't nothing the same. Like the Wade's son got drafted to the G League. That's way different than getting drafted to the NBA.
I tried to tell him that he act like because it was number 10, it was some significance. And I'm like, bruh, the number 1 draft pick in the G League would want to be the 55th pick in the NBA. So what are you talking about?
I thought Wade's son got hurt too.
Right. Cortez, would you have wanted to be the 55th pick in the NBA draft?
Oh, hell
Man,
yeah.
I would. I hope
What the
too.
fuck? Hell yeah. Nigga.
I'm raw with that shit too on my mama.
I'm
cold
cold
with
you
that
about
shit.
to get cooked, nigga. You about to get cooked, nigga.
I'm cold with that shit.
Pick, nigga.
Man, a lot of them veterans used to tell young cats they used to blow up about not playing and all that. They're like, look, young man, listen, you can parlay this into anything. Sometimes it's the politics. They would tell me that shit. I wouldn't listen. I'm cursing. I'm going crazy. But I'm telling you, sometimes them old heads, you got to listen to them niggas because they trying to get you to understand, like, look, bro, you don't want to get no label on you. Sometimes the politics, it ain't your turn yet. You got to wait it out.
But you know what? Sometimes it don't never turn into a nigga turn.
No, it may not. It might not never turn into your turn while you in the league. But guess what? It's a lot of guys that had long careers in the league, kept their head down, played solid when they got an opportunity, never really got a chance to play. But guess what? They done parlayed their life to after basketball because they ain't had no issue. They parlayed it to a coach. They're a college
baby mama body, nigga.
Yeah, baby mama body. He up there on Sports Center. It's a lot of things. If you just hold on, bro, you never know what it's going to turn into. Don't let basketball use you. Use it. Because when you blow up, when I blew up on Gil and his agent, it got me conduct detrimental to the team. And then everywhere I went after that went with me. Then that shit don't never go off. It went with you. This nigga will blow up. Anything I said, anything I look wrong. And it's an 82-game season. So now that you done got a conduct detrimental to the team, So they looking at you like that. They looking at
we told you he unstable.
Yeah, we told you. The nigga asked for 2 Gatorade 2 times. God damn it! Now
look at it. There we go.
Yep.
They warned us about.
You raise your voice or something. Now they trying to make it like you a fucking
right.
Like you crazy. You from the hood. You gotta watch them.
I just shut the fuck up, man. I said, you know what? I'm just not gonna say shit.
But if you notice, it seemed like back in the early 2000s. I know you know because you was in the league. Didn't it seem like more players used to just sit at the end of the bench than now?
Yeah.
Cause I used to see a lot of players, like especially like on the Lakers and shit. Cause I always been a Laker fan. They'll just you wouldn't even know their name. They'll just be sitting at the end of the bench every game. They don't never.
Man, and guess what? Loving to practice hard, loving to be there. Some of the best guys in the world because they understand they making this money. You don't know when it's over, so they did it with a smile. They ain't give a fuck about no friends talking about them. The media didn't disrespect them. The media wasn't saying in the news every day that LeBron and other people need new players. They were respected like men because they made it to a level that most men only aspire to be. But now they shame people that make it to that level because they're not the top at that level, which is stupid. You don't shame doctors that are not the top surgeons. You call them all doctors.
It's stupid. If you notice, it's like when Kobe lost, it's all his blame. Like he don't got no players really to help him like that, but it's all his fault. Even if he do have some help, he got Paul Gasol or anything. If they lose, it's still all Kobe's fault. But it's like now, I feel like after LeBron, he done took off. Even back then, I feel like if Jordan lost, they'll blame Jordan. But now since it's LeBron, it's like he the only player I've ever seen where he never get the blame. And I just can't stand that. Because I feel like LeBron, if I watching his early career, he was real good. He was great. But I feel like the end of his career making fans like me not really like him because it's like, I don't want no excuses for somebody every time.
Oh, no, it's going to be an excuse every time. You just not a diehard Bron fan. You a hater, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, my nigga. You know, I'm just going to let you know, bro. That's how the LeBron fans talk shit.
But see, that's why I appreciate guys like Robert Sacre. Man, Robert Sacre used to be on the bench swinging the fuck out of that towel, man.
Hey, Xavier Henry. Yeah, I remember the Lakers team, man.
Hey, he says, fuck it, I'm not playing, but I'm going to be the best damn cheerleader on the sidelines. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to do something.
Because the one thing the old heads used to teach you, man, like, look, trust me, this is the best that you're going to get for us pay and everything else, nigga. So every day in the NBA is a great day. Don't come in here with a bad attitude. Nigga, every day in the NBA is a great fucking day, nigga. Regardless if you playing or not. You getting paid to play a game. If they don't call your number, you can't control that. Be a professional. You're a professional now.
And that's what I got to tell my
old heads used to reiterate. You're a professional now. Do not be unprofessional.
I got to tell my homie that I think he got a good grasp of that. He I told you already, he was on the Heat at first. They signed him. They ain't drafted him, so he went undrafted. But now he on the Kings, and he like third string after Sabonis, and then I think they backup is Alex Len. He's starting to get a couple minutes and all that, but I'm telling the nigga, hey man, as long as you keep getting signed, my nigga, just keep stacking that tape, nigga. Fuck it.
Yeah, and be professional. Be fun to be around. Be professional. I'm telling you, that shit go a long way. If that nigga work hard, and the one thing they can say is, man, this dude work hard everywhere he go, he'll never not have a job.
Like this.
If you fall in love with the hard work, everything else will come.
So far, he only been getting signed off of like summer league and shit like that. Cause first year he played summer league, he was first team all summer league. He came back this year, he played for the Rockets summer league team. He was averaging damn near 20 and 10. And the Rockets ain't signed him, but he still got himself a look and got signed with the Kings. So I'm like, nigga, you doing something right. So just keep that shit up.
Yep.
Man, keep putting in that work. So he grinding. Because from what it sounds like, he can get a bag overseas.
Oh, without question.
See, a lot of people, they want that NBA. And my thing is, overseas may not be what some people want, but look at what it did for old boy Stephon Marbury. It turned him into a whole new person.
Oh yeah, he Kobe.
My nigga got a statue out there.
He turned into a whole new person. So sometimes don't be afraid to see. Like some cultures treat you a little bit different. He go over there, average 30. Shit, they'll give him a statue.
Marbury had Stephen A on his ass too.
I want to play overseas because shit, just to get paid to play basketball, that's just a wonderful thing.
Yeah, that was my mindset coming up. Like, however far I take this shit, man, if I could go overseas with it, that'd be a blessing. Anything after college, I was blessed to have it. And I took the most of my opportunity, but then, man, them JUCO politics, different politics, my nigga. So unless you goddamn top 15 in the country, nigga, you gonna have to goddamn bend over to get somewhere. And a nigga ain't doing that. So I ain't playing basketball.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was so raw in high school, bro. But I was freshman. I was already finna play varsity and shit. I was the best at my school. But I ain't gonna lie, my stupid ass think I'm in the streets thinking I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just rap. Dropped out of school. That shit ended right there. I dropped out like 9th grade.
God damn.
You dropped out in the 9th grade. What the?
Yeah, because
so you could rap and go to school. What the hell made you think you gotta drop out just to rap?
No, it's because like my coach, I was already talking shit like, yeah, I'm gonna be varsity, woo woo. And he seen how I played, so he was like entertaining it. But then once the season was finna start, I already had the varsity shorts because the players used to spend out at my house. So he thought I wore the varsity shorts in PE. He thought I stole them. So he was like, we ain't pass out shorts yet. He like, how you got them? What you took them already? I'm like, no, I ain't take them. So I got an attitude. And then he called my mom like, oh, we found out he ain't take them. But we don't want to make his head already bigger than it is. He was like, just tell him to wash the car or something to get back on the team. But he called mom everything to get me on the team. Then I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna just rap. Then at the end of the
oh, so you were one of them little hard-headed ass niggas.
Yeah. I thought I had a big head. And by the end of the year, I had ended up getting caught with some weed. And they kicked me out of school. I just never went back.
Oh, damn. Get it to yourself, nigga. You gotta play the politics game, nigga. Goddamn.
Yeah, I'll be looking back at that shit all the time, like, bro, what my dumb ass time, I'ma just rap. I could rap my whole life.
Oh shit.
Got my whole life to do that.
Man, I was kind of shitty with my little high school experience too, because I wanted to play. I was good enough to play JV my freshman year, and I was going to all the JV practices and shit and all the intramurals. But when it came the day of tryouts, JV coach told me freshman tryouts is in the auxiliary gym. I said, oh shit. I was thinking I'm about to be JV, and then next year I'm gonna be the man of the team on varsity. I still made varsity my next year, but nigga, I just had to go out there and kill on freshman, nigga. I averaged goddamn like 20. Nigga, it wasn't nobody fucking with me. And I used that as my fucking fuel. And then the politics after that came in my sophomore year because they wasn't trying to play me at first. And then the older cats, they was like, yeah, just wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? You still got 2 years after this. But man, I was like, man, this is bullshit. Let me go back to JV, my nigga. Can I play JV one time, my nigga? Y'all just sit me on varsity and shit. Like, this ain't fun neither, my nigga. I guess I'm learning some shit, but nigga, I want some run.
You just got your run in practice, nigga, and then been a monster the next year.
Man.
It's hard to accept, though, being behind
y'all goddamn young cat hard-headed as fuck. You know what I'm noticing? The niggas who listen a little bit harder than y'all, those are niggas that make it, because that's going to happen at every level. You get to the league, it's a lot of that. Nigga, you on the team. Let's just say Kobe Bryant got to the league and he was behind motherfucking, what was it? Jones? Eddie Jones. Yeah. So you think he could, and look at how much talent that Kobe had. You think if he would have came there and said, no, fuck all that, man. I'm tired of this shit. You better put me in front of Eddie Jones right now.
Oh, man.
Do you think we would have ever known Kobe Bryant after that?
That nigga would have went back to Italy.
My father wasn't in the home. I had an excuse, man. God damn it. I was a little mad.
This nigga talking about my father wasn't in the home.
God damn it. That's my excuse. Fuck, man. Fuck all this shit, man. Man, fuck Biz too. Fuck Biz again, man. I'm hot, nigga. I'm hot all over again, nigga.
Hey, y'all niggas crazy, man.
Bro, that shit crazy. They used to disrespect Kobe his rookie years and all that. They used to call him the little Laker boy. They used to call him by his name.
Hey, guess what though? He's the type of nigga that know how to use all that though. A lot of people don't know how to use that shit. He used that shit. MJ got cut. The kids today, if what happened to MJ happened to him, they don't try out the next year.
Yeah, that's true.
They go goddamn rap, like goddamn Jetta said. They go sell some dope. Bucket basketball ain't for me. Any adversity, nigga just give up.
Hell yeah. Cause bro, I ain't gonna lie, like my team was good, bro. They used to like compete and shit, like at the little championship and shit, but they lost. But I used to hoop with them every day. So I used to know like I'm better than these niggas, bro. Cause I had a cold 3-point shot. It was like 2015 or something. So I used to just think like I'm the best. So I'm like, y'all need me, I don't need y'all. But whole time it's the opposite. I need them. They don't care about how good I am. They don't gotta play me.
Man, Kwame, I'm gonna cook your motherfucking ass, nigga. And you too, Jetta. Line that shit up, nigga. I'm gonna cook all you niggas, man.
Hey, man, where y'all at? Y'all in Georgia?
I'm fucked up right now.
I can make my way to Georgia, nigga. I got my CDL, nigga. I'm gonna have my shoes and my ball in the truck with me. They got me fucked.
Me too.
Up,
I'm in the truck right now. I'm in Texas though.
Nah, I gotta get there. I'm gonna go get my knee scope. I'll beat both of you niggas ass. I might whip Cortez ass with one leg.
Nigga, no, you won't. Nigga, get that shit checked out, nigga. You better.
Yeah, my lateral is shit over with right now, so I
shouldn't have told me that, nigga. I'm hit your
I can't say nothing right now.
I'm gonna hit you with a goddamn boom, bink, bink, nigga.
Yeah, I'm a wounded dog right now, man. You gonna pick on a wounded ass dog, a one-legged dog?
Hell yeah, you a professional. Hell yeah, nigga. I'm gonna use everything to my advantage.
Hey, Kwame, I heard you on that Cisco, man. You ain't gonna be able to play ball drinking that Cisco, bro.
What the hell is Cisco?
Shit, what the fuck?
I thought one live stream you said you were drinking Cisco, or you?
No, I'm drinking that Celsius, man.
Oh, okay.
That's bad too, nigga. That's bad too.
Man, this shit good for you, man. Let me see the back of this shit, man. Hold on.
That shit say it boosts metabolism.
This shit say goddamn. This shit say
I got crack, nigga. You might be
0 carbohydrate. I got 50 calories, milligrams. I got vitamin C, 60 milligrams.
Oh yeah, he off that shit, nigga.
Vitamin B, B6, 2 milligram. Vitamin B12. Yeah, man. Biotin, 300 mcg. Yes. Yeah.
That shit don't work for me, bro. That I be drinking that shit on the road. I can't even feel that shit. I need one of them monster drinks or something.
Man,
don't do that, bro. That shit stop your heart, man.
Yeah. I drink them shits. I'm straight.
Hell yeah. I got a strong heart.
Hey, Kwame, you drinking that Celsius, nigga? I dare you to take a week off. You gonna get the shakes, nigga.
I'm gonna get the shakes.
Hell yeah. Oh, you addicted, my nigga. Goddamn.
Yeah, let me leave this shit alone and see if I start shaking. If I start shaking, I ain't never drinking that shit again.
Hey, I was gonna try that shit, but fuck it now.
Yeah, cold sweat.
Man, don't listen to this nigga Cortez, man. That nigga don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, man, trust me, man. I wouldn't lie to you, though.
So you done drunk this shit and stopped drinking?
No, I know plenty athletes. I know tennis players that drink it. I know goddamn football players that drink it. I know niggas that even play golf that drink that shit, nigga. That shit is ooh-wee.
Man, don't even
tell me that.
This shit right here. No wonder I can't fit none of my jeans no more.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Shit got me goddamn burning fat.
Man, I need to drink some of that.
Pretty addicted, buzz.
I'm 38. I can't afford all this shit. I gotta eat me some chicken or something. I gotta gain some weight.
Bro, in the NBA, do they really be drinking Gatorade when they got them Gatorade cups?
Oh.
Yeah, I used to drink Gatorade on the sideline all the time. But these niggas ain't in shape, man. I'm looking at these players. Look at Zion. He took off his shirt. This nigga looked like a nigga on the corner drinking and eating chicken all day.
And wasn't it viral that he quote lost weight, nigga? What the fuck?
Man, that nigga looked like the Blob. You wonder why he keep that motherfucker got $200 million. Your only job is this is what be pissing people off right here. It's some niggas out there that if you tell them you would give them $200 million to be in shape and be available to play basketball, them niggas will work out all day long.
Hell yeah.
Hey, here's this nigga Zion. This nigga looked like he looked like he retired like me.
Yeah, he looked like every day Thanksgiving, nigga.
I think I'm the better shit Zion for
the
look standpoint.
Shannon Sharp said he finna eat himself out the league.
Man, listen, that's the one time I don't got no disagreement with Shannon Sharp. I think this man is finna. But see, what's gonna happen is he's eating so poorly that he's gonna get injured, and the injury is gonna keep taking him out. Once he had that wrong injury, that when he come back, it make him not the same player. He's not that explosive. Then it's over with. His only gift is his explosion. He's undersized. He's quick and he's explosive. But once he loses that explosion or that quick step, and guys can back up off of him, and his jump shot is not so great, he's done.
He ain't got no damn jump shot.
Yeah, I can't stand players that's always injured. Like every year they can't even play.
Shit, crazy, man.
Well, if you look at what they do in the summertime, like one of these guys, like I broke my foot and I had to deal with that issue, so I couldn't work out in the summertime. But I had a summer where I went down to IMG. It's one of the hardest summers ever. But once you put that work in, man, it make the season easy. You go through them 2.5 months of hell just to make the season. That's a long season. But once you go through that shit, it make the season so much easier. Oh, yeah, you get an injury, you get a bag of injury, but you come back from it faster.
Mm-hmm. And I think, do you see Zion? Because I think one of the reasons why he gets hurt too, but aside from him being out of shape, is you don't see him playing too much in the summertime like that.
If he was to go to that IMG, salute to you, Mel, IMG Academy. If he was to go down there, Clifford Ray and Robert Parrish, they work guys out. They feed you the right food. Mm-hmm. They work you out. They got you in the group set and you focus. You can bring you a girl or whatever you want down there. But you got twice a day. You come in to work out in the morning and then a lift session. And at night, you're going to go work out a little bit, stretch, but you getting up and down. This is the hoop session. Mm-hmm. This is the time to have fun and work on the shit that you're working on. So every day for those 2.5 months you down there, you doing this every single day. Don't nobody leave there out of shape. They got a full training staff. They got a full kitchen. They got everything. You don't need nothing.
You got to eat right too, though, right?
Yeah, they got everything. Look at Mel. Mel says it's in the middle of nowhere, so you have to concentrate. Yeah, you only gonna bring a woman there that you can stand to be around because it ain't nothing for y'all to do. You're gonna be gone twice a day, and so she gonna have to be a solid chick that got something to do, because there ain't nowhere for y'all to party. It ain't none of that. And if you do party, you gonna feel it in the morning. Because they prepare you for the season. If I was a coach, if I was an agent, I'm sending you there or either to Vegas. But Vegas got too many pitfalls. So I'm sending you to IMG in the middle of nowhere where you're going to just be focusing on working out. And yeah, you're going to want a woman, but you're going to have to be in Port City, nigga, because you're going to have to stay inside.
Hey, one of my partners, because I'm in Vegas. I grew up in Vegas. He went from Vegas to IMG specifically. And nigga, when I tell you that nigga came out looking like damn near looking like Shannon Sharp, and he was low-key built like me before he left. Nigga, I was like, damn, they had you on that fucking that red.
They don't play, bro. They don't play. You coming when you give them your money, nigga, you finna work out. They want your undivided attention. And it's all good work though, because it be so many people down there that it's a line like you don't feel like you're getting punished. But as the time pick up, guys gonna get knick-knack injuries. It's gonna happen. And so and then when competition in those games, it just naturally being around that much talent, it just happens. Great shit happen, man. You see some of the best shit happen in games like that where it's just a bunch of talent in one area. Where it ain't about the name on the jersey, niggas just going at each other. Nigga, it could be whoever going at whoever. It could be a superstar player in the league. You ain't a superstar in here with no cameras on. And it could be a nigga that ain't no scorer, ain't no whatever, and they could be going at it. And you see some beautiful shit.
Yeah, that's real hooping. I feel like Manu Ginobili, he'll be raw in today's NBA.
Oh shit, Manu be
Oh,
cold.
yes, cold.
He cold. He was cold back then.
Yeah, Manu be cold, bro. That motherfucker Manu was athletic too.
I think that's why these cats always going to these situations where they go into the Drew League and these leagues where it's almost on camera, where it's just like the NBA. You're not gonna get dirty in a situation where everybody watching. When you trying to get better, don't nobody need to see.
Fact.
When you trying to grow, don't nobody need to see when you throwing up. Don't nobody need to see your bad moments. And so when you always put shit in front of the camera, you ain't gonna never expose yourself to those bad moments. But those bad moments, you need them. You need to get cooked.
Bro, it's like the NBA. That shit trickling down to the regular gym, cause like at the rec centers, cause I be hooping out here in Texas and shit, and like I be going to this gym, and they have it to where like they'll come in, and the people that think they the best, once they get there, they don't even got to shoot for captain. They don't got to shoot for teams. They just automatically think they choose who gonna play and who get to run first, because they think they the best or something. Like, man, I grew up, you got to shoot for it. Who gonna play? Ain't no favoritism, ain't no none of that, because ain't none of these niggas good like that. These niggas out of shape, old-ass niggas. Nigga, y'all ain't make it to the NBA. Y'all ain't nobody to be trying to control the court and shit.
But let me ask you this. Without those bad moments, how do you know you like that? Without those moments where you got to dig down, without those bad moments where you got to prove it, that's how you going to figure out who you really are. You got to be vulnerable to those bad moments. And with the internet and these cameras, these young boys are not vulnerable for those bad moments no more, because it's going to be shit happen in the gym where the superstar player going to get cooked.
Yeah, because nigga, this is real life.
We all love going to get dropped in practice.
Yeah.
But it ain't for us to see. But he got to go through it nevertheless.
Shit, I needed them goddamn bumps and bruises. So when I was coming up, anytime it was a ranked nigga that we was playing against, nigga, let me get that, please, nigga. Because I needed that, my nigga. It taught me just shit about not being scared about shit in life. Because it would be some niggas that, like, it kept, what they call that shit, the Derrick Rose flu in the league when they would sit out games and shit. Niggas don't want that Rose on the schedule, nigga. I was like,
man, you gotta go get that. You gotta go get that.
You gotta have heart. You gotta have heart, knowing like that's how I hoop. I think I'm cold, so I got like a little fight in me. Like, I'm gonna make sure I play good. If I'm playing somebody that I know they good, they go to college or something, I'm gonna play extra hard. But I feel like that's why players like Bronny and shit, they gotta have that in them too. Like, okay, I got something extra to prove today.
Bronny needs competition. That's what's missing from today's game, is that competitive drive. Like Kobe spoke about this a couple of times. Allen Iverson drove him to be great, and vice versa, right? Because like you're competing with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're competing for a spot. You're trying to. It gets the best out of you, man. You're not just giving stuff.
Yeah, and they used to trash talk each other and everything, but the whole time they cool behind the scenes. But when they on that court, they going at it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's supposed to be. Shit. But if this generation learned to tamper down that emotion, man, they got so much shit at their feet, nigga. Can you imagine that if I become a McDonald's All-American, I got 4 years in high school to figure out how to become a McDonald's All-American so I can get to college and get an NIL deal that's going to already make me a bag. Like, nigga, I wouldn't want no friends. I would tell my mama spend all the money on a trainer, and I'm in the gym every day, all day. I know how we get out the hood, mama. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, what?
And
it's football, basketball, whatever. Nigga, this NIL deal gonna get me an opportunity while I'm in college, getting the education, enjoying the festivities, nigga, being the man on campus. Nigga, what a time to be alive where these kids can get NIL deals and all this shit in school.
Oh yeah, they had that shit. They had that shit when I was in school. I'm
Yeah,
25.
It missed us barely. Yeah,
barely.
What you
Bro,
graduated?
what a
2018?
time to be alive.
2017.
I love it
that
for
was
him, man.
2018.
I love it for him, man.
My son, my daughter, my whatever. This man, look here. I hate to say they the way out, but they said the kids was the future. So shit.
Oh, shit.
I'll put my money into this child so that this child can help themselves and help everybody. You got a child that can get an NIL deal that you can continue. You can branch off and turn into a real estate business or whatever you want to.
And keep little mama doing track, my nigga, because them track niggas, they be getting bread off NIL, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, and I noticed too, the kids that do the best, a lot of times be the kids where their parents is active with the coaches at school. Like the kids' parents build a relationship with the coach. That should be helping them with playing time and all that.
Damn. Hey, this is why they hated Deion Sanders. Because Deion Sanders and how magical he talked and how he's able to get people to maneuver and want to be around him. Man, listen here. A guy like this will shut down college. I said he's going to go down as one of the greatest coaches, and he was losing. And everybody was like, oh, yeah, this is that. Now look what he's doing.
What they damn near, 8-3, 9-2, something like that?
This is his second year. A program that was 1-11 is now a force to be reckoned with already.
Do you think he was wrong for leaving the HBCU?
No, because he's going to be able to afford a better opportunity for these young men at this college. If he'd have left the HBCU and left the black kids behind, I'd have said, damn, Deion. But he took them kids with him.
Yeah, Louis bag luggage, what he called him. He said, I got some luggage with me. It's Louis.
He brought his Louis bag luggage and made people respect these kids in a situation where he had the same kids, but they got to be subjected to water in the locker room. And they got to be sharing helmets and all kind of stuff, raggedy fields. Hell,
that's bullshit.
Black kids don't have to deal with that. If you can't respect, nobody black should be tied to this fake ass black struggle. And this is real. First of all, HBCUs are owned and founded by white people. So let's be understand and let's get clear. So everybody that's disrespecting people like that, that's corny to me. They're all going to white schools at the end of the day.
Yeah, and they act like black people can't go to universities and shit. It be black people at universities too.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is when you have a black coach that's viable and fighting for your children, and he understands how this world works, and he's able to maximize all of his potential with a smile. This guy played baseball and football. So this guy knows how to manage and be around a lot of different people and different type of personalities. He's from the hood too. So to be able to maneuver through all the things he's maneuvered through, smiling, playing baseball and football, and making money and doing all the things he's done, why wouldn't you want your kid to learn from that?
Hey.
He ain't really swag. That nigga ain't swag.
I don't give a damn what he is. He know what he's doing. Yeah. You ain't really swag.
See, people think you got to do whatever, you know what I'm saying? You got to do whatever somebody else, everything that somebody else does, and you don't. There's some things that he does that you take and then you leave alone. You know what I'm saying?
I'll read the super chat for you, Mr. Swaggy Dash. I got you.
This nigga.
What's good, brothers? Kwame, I just want to say that I'm a fan of your channel, and also say that hopefully you and Shannon Sharp will have a conversation one day about whatever issue y'all have with each other. I just want us brothers to come together and win. I should have read that. Shannon Sharp
I was just about to read that, but you know what? I'm just gonna light my swagger dad back up.
No. I want to see if you can do it. Read it again. Go ahead.
No, you don't diss me now. I'm like, let me light my shit back up so I can read. Somebody gotta get something out of this diss. Fuck you.
Oh shit.
Nigga just dissed me for no reason, man. We was all up here being cool. Look at this nigga, man. Big nose nigga.
Hey, my fault. Long nose nigga. Goddamn look like goddamn sparrow and shit, nigga.
Hey, bro, listen, I'm sensitive about that, man. My brother called me white boy nose, man. You gotta let that go.
You do got a Caucasian nose, nigga.
How is it? What is the Caucasian nose?
Motherfucker tell me that.
Yeah, no.
God damn, nigga.
This nigga say
that motherfucker look like one of them payphones, nigga. That's what the fuck you got, nigga. Oh, ugly ass nigga.
So I need to go to Dr. Miami and widen my nose out, is what you saying?
Hell no,
it would help. It'll help you breathe
niggas'
better.
nose up.
He talking about hell no, they be fucking niggas nose up.
For real. They be going for a reduction. That shit come out way bigger than it was.
Hey, Miss Collins, why you always laughing at this nigga Cortez when he coming at me though?
Because it'd be funny. Salute to Miss Collins.
No, every time I go at somebody, she tell me you just mean, you hate.
Yeah, because you are, nigga. It's a double standard. I give it to you. It's a double
standard. I was about to say, damn, dog. Everything I say, this motherfucker Miss Collins be on me.
Salute to Miss Collins, man. You got down. Salute to the North.
Well, who dissing you then so I can salute them then, motherfucker? Who dissing Cortez? I can salute them.
Your cousin, nigga.
Who?
Your cousin.
Which one? Nacho?
No, nigga.
My angry cousin, Kevin?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
what the hell
yeah, salute that nigga. I dare you, nigga. I'm gonna become the biggest detractor in this
bitch. I'm trying to figure out. I thought he was dissing TJ.
Man, he tried to aim the gun at me because I was on the nigga panel yesterday telling him to calm down, nigga. What the fuck?
Oh my.
So now the nigga talking. He got little niggas for me, man. Like, what the fuck? Don't let no nigga crash out over no shit like this, nigga. What the fuck, nigga?
I can't keep up with you niggas drama, boy. Lord have mercy.
It ain't even my drama, nigga. Hey, TJ was on one. So I came up there like, hey, man, however you feeling, my nigga, just let it go. Just woo stop, my nigga. And this nigga gonna be like, hey, fuck Cortez. Nigga, I said, whoa, hold up, man. I said, wait a minute, my nigga.
Oh, yeah, they said that's enough, my nigga. You can't keep saying that. You done demonetized the whole show. Now nobody gonna see you.
Nigga.
Damn, that's the main child. He done demonetized.
Yeah, drop me, nigga. I dare you, nigga.
No, I'm just gonna put Kev on you now.
Oh shit. I'm petrified. My bad. Let me go on murder. Nigga gonna try to swindle $800 up out of me, man. Let me shut the fuck up, man.
Nah, Odom Speaks and them gonna get on you in a minute.
Odom Speaks, the big homie. That nigga ain't doing shit to me, nigga.
Look at the chat. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at what Smitty said. Look at what Smitty said, though. He said, I calmed the nigga down, man. Yeah, Smitty. Yeah, nigga. Agent Smith.
And then he still said it. He said, I calmed him down. Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. Boy, okay, I'll stop saying the N-word for the white folks listening. My bad.
They're gonna say it's racist, but you know they're gonna flag. It's the SBS sector that's listening. They finna call us racist, hateful, hate speech.
But you are a racist, nigga. You a Trumper. You are a racist.
Who a Trumper?
A Trumper.
Oh, did I speak too quick? Oh, my bad.
I'm a policy-er.
Oh, but they call you a Trumper, man. Like, what the hell? That's the narrative.
I don't subscribe to nobody's labels.
Hey, Kwame, I go through the same shit when I go back home, man, arguing with my family over that shit, man.
I gave her a hug. She was swinging at my ass. Like, damn.
Yeah, I heard that conversation. You almost got kicked out the family house, nigga.
Boy, I
heard that convo.
No, this one was worse, boy. I couldn't. I say, what policy do y'all like? She said, who is that? I say, what the fuck? I'm supposed to take that there advice for you.
Bro, I was talking to a nigga the day before the election and shit. He's
N-word, he racist.
Bro, he finna vote. He finna vote for Kamala. I'm like, man, I'm voting for Trump. He like, oh yeah, you don't really know about politics like that though. I'm like, nigga, I do know about the politics. I'm like, I be researching this shit. I'm like, what policy you like a Kamala? He like, oh, I don't even really know about all the policies and shit. I'm like, see, but you telling me I don't know about politics because I want to vote for Trump. But now you saying you don't know about the policy and none of that shit.
Hey man, this dude in the chat said my ignorance is annoying as F. Well, sorry, brother. My day's still gonna go by the same way it was going to before you said that. So I hope you can get it out your heart that I annoyed you so bad. But shit, we still rocking, man. Salute to you though, Josh.
Man, come on, man. Why you gotta do the man?
Josh.
Hey, you had me thinking you ain't cared until you did that, Josh.
Josh.
Hey, I thought that nigga ain't give a fuck, Jetta. Until he did it.
Hey, man. I had to look at his name. Oh, this motherfucking name.
Hey, that shit funny. I thought you ain't give a fuck, Cortez.
I don't.
No. Once you did that, and let me know.
I'm glad that you got what you wanted. Was my attention, man. Yeah. Salute, Josh. Salute to you, Josh.
Josh.
B Lord, KB, keep it real. Kobe thought Bron was soft as. Oh, didn't he?
I heard he said that once he moved over to Miami, it was over. Total loss. Respect gone.
Hell yeah. I feel like Bron, one of them players you play at the park or something, that nigga complained over every call. He
got fouled every time he went to the rim.
Yeah, I can't stand niggas like that. Then when you call something, he don't want to give you your call. I can't play with niggas like that.
You just don't know how to mind the game.
I was gonna ask you that too, bro. What the fuck is mind the game? What does that mean, bro? Mind the game.
This some shit they made up.
Bro, that shit he did the last game, I ain't never seen that shit before. Where the point guard's dribbling the ball on the break and you move across him to argue with the referee. I ain't never seen that shit in my life,
bro.
Man.
Bro, it's a highlight of John Morant coming finna dunk on LeBron, and while John Morant get in the air, LeBron runs off and runs to the referee right there, like complaining before he even dunked it in, because he didn't want to be on the poster.
Them referees be getting cursed out.
I wonder how many techs have LeBron ever got, because I don't think I ever seen him get a technical.
He only been ejected one time, but he talked the most shit. But it's whatever.
Them referees get cursed out the whole game.
Oh yeah, they hate to see LeBron coming,
and they can't say nothing back too. They have that look on their face like, oh gosh.
They better not say nothing back.
They be looking like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you mean say something back? That's the king.
Bro, that's why they ain't give Kobe. They only gave Kobe one MVP. I remember growing up watching Kobe. I'm like, this nigga Kobe been the best player my whole life. And then by 2009, 2008, he finally get a MVP. Like, who the fuck was the MVP the other years? This nigga should have been getting the MVP. And then they do it. Now I know why, because now they bring that up in the GOAT debate. They'll be like, well, we can't put Kobe in because he only has one MVP. And I'll be like, yeah, see, that's why they...
Yeah, they were hurting his legacy. They were hurting his legacy.
That's the time that he had the little situation happen in Denver or Utah?
That was early. That was like, I think that was 2004 or something.
Right. But the thing about it is, when he started playing his best basketball was around that time.
Yep, it was right after.
So they're not going to give him that because that the league is still letting that die down on what, situation that he had.
Right.
So it wasn't about basketball. It was about the image. It was about the look of the NBA. They wasn't going to give him shit.
Hey, Kwame, they were criticizing him during the 81-point game. Like, before he really went off, they were criticizing him in that game. I said, yo, these niggas.
He had to play that label off. And he played so well, he played that label off. Only two people as black men that was good enough to play or sing their label off. And Chris Brown make women forget about him hitting Rihanna because the mainstream media won't let him forget it. Remember, every time Chris Brown name come up and he's trying to elevate and do anything, what do they bring up?
He's a woman beater.
Yeah, but they don't do that to Dana White. Dana White slapped his wife down right on camera.
Oh no, that's my friend. That's my
friend. And he was able to walk out with the president-elect to a fight.
But why ain't none of the black athletes and shit Stephen A. friend?
Because Stephen A. don't like me for a friend. Stephen A. said he wake up every day thinking about how he can get some boss's money. And now none of you
seen that
shit. So he don't give a fuck about you, nigga.
company man.
And how he could get a little bit of it.
Yeah, just a little bit. Until I came along, now he wanted big money. He put some demands on the table, got his own show so he can help solidify his demand. But before that, he thought he was the shit. Till I came around saying, nigga, you ain't shit. You don't own nothing, nigga. Now he owns something.
Bro, I think
one nigga at a time.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with you because you be saying the real shit. Like your arguments, you say the real shit a nigga be thinking because like it's like all the players, they all put Kobe up there with Jordan. They all say them is the two GOATs. But then when you hear like the sports analysts and shit, they try to knock him down even further. Every year they try to put him a little further.
Because he's the only one close to MJ that can make the argument between Kobe and LeBron. So they got to take away from him. Everybody that comes close to LeBron in his era, they had to knock down a peg. Carmelo Anthony, if he had still been playing consistent basketball, he would be the NBA scoring leader.
And it's crazy. I seen his last season when he played with LeBron. I was watching that shit. I was watching his games and shit. And bro, that nigga Carmelo used to be going off when he was on the Lakers with LeBron. He used to be hitting threes, hella threes. I'm like, damn. If they really wanted to, Carmelo could be one of the Lakers' top scorers.
Yeah, they knew that. But anytime, I think LeBron has shined for so long. He's been that guy for so long. And people forget that there's a flip side to all that success. When you have that much success, sometimes you don't want to let that go. When you're so used to people cheering for you, 20-something years, people been cheering for him. Since high school, he did 20-something years in the league, but his high school was like being in a college. It was always on camera. It was like a rock star.
Yeah, they made a movie about that shit.
Yeah, they rolling around. He's in Humvees. So when you've been the center of attention for over 30 years, 30 plus years, you've been the center of attention. And when you're not playing, that attention is going to go to an abrupt stop. You have to go outside to get attention now because you're not going to be on TV. Nobody's thinking about you. Your name will be mentioned, but it's going to abruptly stop.
But bro, how many years is he gonna play? How many? That nigga trying to play. He say he don't even think about retiring. That nigga in like 23rd season, he ain't even think about retiring.
Why is he not thinking about retirement?
Because he don't want to give up that spotlight.
That's a lot of time away from your wife, a lot of time away from your kids. Tom Brady did that.
Exactly.
What is he afraid of?
Yeah, you can't play forever.
He tried, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like if you're not playing, no, I feel like if you really the GOAT, bro, you don't need everybody just the media pushing that narrative. It should be off of how you play. Like MJ, he had to play that good to get that narrative. Kobe, he didn't have the media trying to, but I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people forget when Kobe was playing, like when he was in the league in his prime, they did used to say he was in the GOAT debate. They always said that shit. That on sports analysts, all that shit. The announcers,
hell yeah, especially after
commentators.
2010.
Yeah, they always used to bring up Kobe in the GOAT debate. His whole career, they used to be like, he's trying to approach Jordan, he's trying to reach Jordan and all that shit. But now that he dead, and now when he retired, they try to push him down and shit.
They tried to bury that nigga. That's why I created my channel, bro, because they tried to bury that nigga. And I was like, as a Laker fan, I couldn't sit here and watch people try to bury everything he worked hard for. Because, bro, I used to watch all his practices, and like all of the ones that was available, like him work out with Hakeem Olajuwon. I watched all that shit. And so it was like, yo, he worked for this, man. Like, he worked for it. I'm not going to have people just take it away. Nah. You give him what he earned, and you give the other guys what they earn.
Yeah, that's what my daddy said. He say, he like Jordan got his credit, Magic got his credit, LeBron get his credit, but they don't want to give Kobe his credit. I'm like, yeah, that's real shit.
Exactly. Yeah. And if he was still alive, I wouldn't have a channel if he was still alive because he could defend himself. But he ain't here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't here.
What Gil said though to you, Kwame, though, he wasn't lying. Kobe did say he was the GOAT, but he said that shit after he was done playing. Like Kobe was on a talk show and he was like, they was trying to get it. They kept asking him, like, just tell me your GOAT list, tell me your GOAT list. And he didn't want to say it. Then he eventually was just like, all right, I think it's me, then Jordan, and then LeBron.
Right. And I'm saying like that, and that's cool. That's why I accepted what he said. But I'm like, there's a difference between shooting in your backyard and your son joking about who's the GOAT and you're saying I'm the GOAT. Like several times on commercials and different things on Instagram, LeBron is calling himself the GOAT while he's actively playing. And I think that's corny. Everybody else is supposed to call you the GOAT. You ain't supposed to call yourself that.
My problem is you got your agent calling you the GOAT, an agent coming around doing multiple shows, pushing you to be the GOAT, your wife calling you the GOAT, you walking around with GOATs. It's not the same thing as Kobe being pressured.
Not the same.
Yeah, being pressured into saying he's, what's your order? What's your order?
And that's all I was trying to say to Gil. Like, but that time he was all loud and hyphy. This time he came up cool, but I gave him that. I'm like, look, but that it was tacky what LeBron did. That's goofy shit. And it's like y'all are scared to say when LeBron has his goofy cringe moments. Like you don't do shit like that. I'm the GOAT. We make it force feeding that you the GOAT.
He say that shit every other day.
Yeah. Kobe didn't do that. He didn't give a damn what you thought he was the GOAT. He walked around like he was the best, played like he was the best. And you know a motherfucker the shit that just shutting up and doing the work and busting your ass. LeBron keep talking about this GOAT so much so obsessing over it that he's making himself fall out of the GOAT category, if you ask me. And Luka Doncic ain't done playing yet. So the scoring title may still be up for grabs the way people playing.
Bro, oh yeah, that's like LeBron when that shit was real tacky, bro. When LeBron he had won that championship with LA, and you know how LA they all team Kobe. Like the Lakers fans, they real Kobe fans. So when LeBron he was talking after they won the championship, he was talking on the floor, with the confetti going down and shit. He was like, he said, now y'all can show me my damn respect. I'm like, what the fuck? What great player gotta ask for his respect? Like, nigga, they already call you the king. Now how you gotta ask your fan base for the respect? It's supposed to just be already there.
But see, that's what pissed me off because we already respect him, and so it's like, what more do you want?
He want us to.
It's the ring, bitch. Call me the GOAT.
We gotta kneel down. Yeah.
He want us to put him above Kobe. Like he want Laker fans to put him above Kobe, but that shit.
No. That ain't what he want. And see, that's why he mad. That's why he's still asking. He wants you to put him above Michael Jordan and Kobe. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
It ain't just Kobe. He don't want to be no motherfucker number 2. He is the GOAT of all time. And if my son playing will help that, if me having the most points will help that, and I'll stay another 10 years. Charles Barkley just destroyed him. Charles Barkley said, how long he been playing and still ain't passed Michael Jordan?
Fact. And bro, I be one when I be seeing you argue with Gil about the Kobe over Bron, I'll be like, man, I be having shit to tell him. Like, he only got 4 rings. How you better than Kobe? You ain't even passed him in rings yet. And you got all the help. They always want to bring up Shaq. But bro, LeBron, he never won rings without help. Kobe, the only player that won rings without top 75 players.
Bro, there's videotapes of Gil saying he'd take a prime Kobe over a prime LeBron, bro. It's on video.
And he changed all that shit up.
It's on video.
Soon as he got them goddamn deals, Gil changed.
Bro, he said Kobe was the best basketball player he's ever seen.
And that's the fact, though. I feel like what other GOAT got 4 rings besides like Shaq? Most of the GOATs, Kareem, Magic, Jordan, Kobe, they all got 5 or 6. And he chasing. The league do everything to try to help him get his 5th ring. He just can't get it.
Man. But see, that's one thing I stand on, bro. It's like you can have whoever you want to have as the GOAT, you can have it, right? I'm not gonna argue that because that's your opinion. But you can't lie. I'm not gonna sit here and let you just be disingenuous about the shit. We gotta have an honest conversation, bro. And that's my problem with the media is like they're being disingenuous because I have them on tape saying something else just a couple of years ago.
Hell yeah.